Button hit.
Really?
Button that kills Will Smith.
Is that what's going on here?
Should be live. Hello.
I don't believe you.
Is this thing on?
Is anybody out there?
Am I all alone? I need a bigger gun.
I'm in the Megaplex.
The Mega Blitzaplex?
I'm in
I
Bag
survived
Bear.
100 days.
My name is Greenock.
Hey everybody, welcome to another
Hi.
iteration of DBA Data Bounties, a spin-off or offshoot of our main series Destruction Bench Agreement, where various characters from Destruction Bench Agreement take part in fun challenges and obstacles, battles, and other kinds of things in a digital space for training purposes and such. How's it going? I thought I managed to maintain it for that long that I wanted.
It's going.
Yeah, you did pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
But of course, if you're new around here and you want to see more of what the hell is going on here and what the fuck we get up to all day, you can join our Discord server by dining.
What?
Damn.
More when we go live, when we're doing more fun stuff. We've got really cool arcs in progress in DBA in the moment, and only more cool stuff to come. So please come and check it out.
I'm cool stuff.
Yeah, there's only
this
more to come, I
particular-
say, looking... yeah, sorry.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at, my future plans. Looking at my,
Yes, indeed. All this and more. All this and more on the horizon. Today, for this particular data bounty, I'm the GM. Hello, my name is Iris. This is going to be kind of a different one that I've had an idea for a bit, but hopefully it'll be a good time. Things will be explained once we get going. Speaking of we, there are other people here besides me. You may know them. First of all, we've got Scarlet.
Hi, I'm the person who died a second ago. I'm playing Cynthia Vanderbilt. If you don't recognize the first or last name, all you need to know is that she's a terrorist.
Next we have Kakapo.
Hi, I'm playing, well, yeah, first off, I am the person that was mentioned, Kakapo. I am playing Alex Truss, and their best buddy, Jim, who likes to fish. So,
Indeed.
yeah, that's that bit.
And then we have Amber.
Hello, this is me, Ember. I'm here. I'm streaming again. I'm the GM of Guild of the Unknown, which you should watch sometime. That is, you'll never guess. Not now.
Not currently.
And it's been a while since I've played her, so I'm bringing my girl back, my main girl, Kai. She's here. She's gay. Something about killing. I don't know. Playing Kai.
That's pretty crazy.
Murder, actually.
Last and certainly not least, we have Zanza.
Hi, I'm Zanza. I'm also here. I'm playing Honey Sora. She creates weird little shape-shifting hive mind insect shapeshifter things called slivers. And I don't really know what her deal is. She just kind of showed up one session. Things will play out. I think we'll have fun.
Things will happen and transpire, certainly.
Time will move forward towards its inevitable end.
If time were moving backwards, one of us would have to be a time character.
Yeah.
Cynthia will manage.
Jim.
Indeed. That's all of our players for this particular data bounty. Thank you all for joining me today.
Yeah.
I already said you can join the Discord server when and if when, how, and if you please. So, with that, since, as I have explained, this is a bit more of a, RP focused time. If you guys want, you could roleplay a bit with each other before you even properly get inside the data bounty. As a bit of setup, basically what's happened here is that there was an announcement put out in the DBA building, general vicinity, online, however these things get distributed normally, that there are some people, there are some guests here who are actively looking to participate in a data bounty, and would like some people to come join it. So, for various reasons, you have all come to do that. And here you are.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alex looks around. Hot damn, it's been a bit. Last time I came here was just sort of flashes back. The voice line for Mr. Dude appears in his head. Yeah. Just
Honestly, kind of same. It's been, I've been weirdly busy recently, so I haven't been able to just stop by the building. I don't think we've met before, by the way.
yeah.
I'm Kai.
Yeah. Alex Truss. The shaking of hands occurs.
Yeah.
Or
Nice to meet you.
Jim.
Man, yeah. Cynthia looks at
Nice to meet you, too.
Kai and Alex. She looks at Kai and Alex getting along great, and the camera comedically pans to Sora.
Sora is just kind of
feeling
giving Cynthia a dirty glare, but is not saying anything.
I get the feeling that we're gonna have a problem here. You see, like, they're chill, but us, I think that we gotta be, like, the, dark, negative, like, boss fight that comes out of the mirror to represent their greatest insecurities and fears. Come on, fun.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She, like, does a couple of small, like, well, you see it, never fucking mind, how about?
You look kind of familiar. Just sort of waves hand after waves says to Cynthia. She's the one talking a lot. Alex Truss. Just
Cool. My mom knows about you, I think. Cynthia begins lounging. Yeah.
So I did.
Alex, yeah, just real quick. Alex, leads in a bit for, waiting for Cynthia to introduce herself. But after, a solid 10 seconds or so, just turns over to Sora.
Cynthia doesn't think she needs introductions, I'm sorry.
I did hear you were just kind of around now. So,
I heard that too.
Kai just kind of shrugs. I mean, if you're not causing problems, I don't see any problems with it. I don't know.
I'm dealing with a Monty Hall problem of people who have an issue with me. Behind two doors are really chill dudes, and the other one's one that stares at me for a reason that she's yet to extrapolate on.
It's going to explain. You should know better than anybody why something went the way now.
Ah, sweetheart, don't get me reminiscing about times I miss.
So you do want to go back?
I'm not saying I want to go back. I'm saying I miss it, you know?
Yeah, you're saying you don't regret any of it.
You can
Jim,
go on a big old trip to some corner of the world, go on all the carnival rides you possibly can, and come home and look back on the time with a positive vibe, but not want to do it again, huh?
That's a ridiculous comparison.
I don't think it is.
Of course, a sociopath like you'd think that. Not like I can actually do anything about it right now.
Yeah,
Look.
what do we get ourselves into?
Look, at the end of the day, she's playing nice, as far as I've seen from the that I try and keep up with DBA. Like, things are
playing
fine,
nice.
and like if she steps out of line, it's not like we can't handle her. So, I mean, DBA as a
Yeah,
whole,
you're
this group here, maybe not.
I don't know, I think you
gonna
guys
say.
could beat my ass handily.
Do you want to test that theory?
She stands, she sits up more like, and, knocks against her throne a bit. Any other time of day, yeah. But hey, we're all here for something, right?
I mean,
Yes.
Kai's just sort of sits down, sort of in a half like thinking pose. I guess if I really put like everything into it, I could. I don't know if I could one-on-one you, but I could probably like do a good chunk of progress.
Yeah, you could get close. She, turns around in her throne such that she's, like, laying down in it like a bed.
Where'd you get the
Head
throne?
towards the, She raises a hand and snaps.
Ah, makes sense.
It turns invitingly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm good. I was just curious. Throne thing's not for me.
It demanifests.
I don't know how you guys can play so nice with a serial killer,
I mean, have you?
but I'm not gonna harm them.
How much do you keep up with like DBA stuff?
I keep up enough to know that this person has killed hundreds and is getting away with a slap on the wrist.
I mean, I'd call what I don't know that I'd call what happened
Does
a,
it feel?
I don't know that I'd call what happened a slap on the wrist. It's more like a public humiliation.
Yo, when she finds
And
out my
that's a
mom's
slap
body
on the
count.
wrist.
When she finds out my mom's body count, she's gonna be fucking pissed.
Oh,
She
I already
rolls
am.
up. Ah, exactly my type. Holy shit. You're an entertaining one. I like ya.
As this is going on, like there's a couple of seconds of silence. All of a sudden, behind you, Sora, you hear, "Have a fish." A sardine appears in your hands.
Thank you. She takes a bite out of it.
He tips his hat and steps off.
Ooh. I can tell we're in for a good one, folks. I think with that, the chamber finishes loading you guys in, and we will switch you guys over. Give me just a moment. I believe this should all be revealed right, so I'm just gonna hope it is. I'm gonna switch you guys over here.
Ooh.
you guys load into a very picturesque, uncharacteristically so for a data bounty, a very picturesque sort of training area, which you can see up ahead. There are in fact some people here who are already training, as you would expect, but some care and emphasis has been taken on sort of the atmosphere and vibe of this particular room, as as you can see around you, there are beautiful different kinds of trees. Wind is blowing through the air softly, caressing across your skin, and you can even hear the singing of birds and the occasional fluttering of butterflies and such around the area.
Ooh. Oh, this is nice.
Those who are here are towards the center of the room.
I'm used to just like blank empty data chambers with some sort of like weird fight involved. Not used to
Yeah, I'm used to the gray space. Yeah.
Sure seems fancy.
And of course, as you get closer, you can make out more about these individuals. One of you, some of you might recognize them. One of you most certainly does.
Oh, I see.
dear.
I see.
Yeah, Cynthia's paying more attention to the fucking trees, I'll be fully honest. Like, for a bit at least, just like, god damn, these are realistic. Anyway, who the... Oh no. Oh no.
The
All
girl on the
Well-
left, the girl on the left,
well-
the girl on the left, as previously described, has extremely large, incredibly mechanically advanced, and high-tech looking gauntlets around her forearms. The other girl is dressed in fairly simple kind of garb, bandages around her wrists and ankles, using a katana by the looks of it against this training dummy. When they both turn to look at you all, and Mila's expression does not change. Yura's immediately sours, looking towards Cynthia, but and it looks like she's about to say something snippy, but manages to hold herself back.
No, you know what? You guys win. Good work. Excellent job. You've defeated a Vanderbilt today. Absolutely incredible work from everyone involved.
Vanderbilt?
well, she's being a sourpuss. Hello. I didn't realize there were gonna be other people here. Nice to meet you all.
Yeah.
I'm Kai.
Mila, with a honestly shockingly heavy thud, her two gauntlets drop to the fucking cement, and she takes a step forward, kind of wringing her hands around her wrists a bit. Yeah, hi. So yeah, I didn't expect her to be showing up here in specific, but that can wait a minute. Name's Mila. This is Yura. Yeah, hi. Nice to meet all of you. You wanna introduce yourselves or anything like that? If not, then that's cool too. No need to be
shakes
formal
head.
or anything.
Yeah, Alex Truss. Jim.
he walks up, says Jim, and then walks back.
By the time she turns to offer Jim a hand, he's already has his back turned back to over in that area. Jim him. Yeah. Right. Nice to meet you, Alex.
As mentioned, I'm Kai. She does a little bow to both of them.
And I'm Sora. She just sort of pulls a hand out of her pockets and waves.
Nice to meet you both as well. She lightly pumps a fist against her palm and bows slightly. Yura just kind of also waves awkwardly, sheathing her sword. Well, I wasn't really sure if we'd be recognized or anything here, but seeing as how at least one of you certainly does, I don't know if she's leaving. That's cool if she wants to. Sorry, I'm bad at this kind of stuff. Yura at that point steps forward. Basically, why we're here, we're from Vice City, and recently, it was a DBA episode, everybody saw it. At least my family did. You guys kind of kicked our asses, and we've been looking for new venues to train in anyway, so we decided, hey, why not stop by and see how you guys do it, since you guys have got reputation for being super strong and everything at this point. So yeah, if it's all right with you guys, I figure as much because you guys showed up. We can just kind of like we want you to kind of show us the ropes, give us an idea of how what you guys get up to here in this. She kind of makes a motion with her fingers and sort of looks around at the cherry blossoms fluttering on the wind. I guess this is like a data chamber, right? So this isn't real, but that's like
this
insane.
is
like it looks really real. It feels real.
Yeah, no,
So,
this is entirely a a digital environment with just. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the specifics of how it works. I just know we go into a thing and then we're here and it lets us. We can kind of simulate kind of anything. I think. I don't know if there's a limit.
It's
Actually,
an incredibly impressive piece of technology.
I wonder if there is a limit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll at least say, I don't know if I'm the best example of like embodying DBA or whatever to show you the ropes. Though I could certainly show you. I can certainly show you the trust style. Show you how we do it back in my place. Maybe that's maybe that's probably what you're looking for. So
I can
shrugs.
maybe help a little bit. I'm a little bit more experienced in the DBA gauntlet, so to speak. But realistically speaking, it's weird to find an exact way to describe a sort of training regimen of sorts. A lot of the time, for a lot of people here, myself included, we're just kind of around, events happen, and we get put through kind of a lot of different, the situations that, happen on DBA, if you've seen any of it, and,
I know that much.
and then it just sort of helps you to, learn and get stronger through adversity, I guess. It's not a lot of, specific training stuff, but, I'm always down to, generally train with people and sort of get an idea, share techniques and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds fine to me if that's what you want to do. We didn't really have an exact plan. This data chamber is definitely a pretty crazy piece of tech. Honestly, she kind of scratches underneath her chin a bit, leans in slightly. Honestly, if you guys could even just give me a better look at that at some point, just so I can see how it fits together, that'd be pretty cool. But for training though, she kind of refocuses. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much down for whatever you all want. I honestly didn't expect her to be showing up as well, which I'm fine with it personally, but.
Yeah, she'll get over herself eventually, I'm sure.
So at this point, I'll go ahead and reveal this to you guys. So this is kind of the vague structure I have for how this is gonna go, and also the sort of layout for how this actually functions as a bounty. As soon as the thing finally loads, there we go. Let me know if you guys can see this.
Where?
Yes, please show to everyone, please. This roll 20 is very slow. Come on.
Oh, it's a document. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See it now.
Yep. So basically, what you guys actually do here can be kind of whatever you want. I have some suggestions listed and some ways that alters the rewards you're going to be getting. But you guys can also choose to just do one thing as like a party. That's fine, or you can split up and do different things with, you know, Mila and Yura or each other. That's fine too. It's whatever you guys are feeling.
Yeah.
I know.
So, while you guys are reading that over, I'll ask Scarlet. So, what's Cynthia's vibe right now?
Cynthia, ever the element of chaos. She's not leaving, be it yet or otherwise. She's just made a pillar for her to lean up against and smoke a bit. And she's just doing that, frankly, for the time being.
Gotcha.
Very, very, like, contemplative and such. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if nothing else, I guess to get things started, sort of, looks to Milo a little bit. I'm assuming, based on the big giant, gauntlets, that you have some kind of, like, style of fighting revolving around, like, punching and stuff, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We're both pretty physical fighters, actually.
Right. I asked because...
2 pistols.
Yeah. I ask because I find, personally, that a good way to just sort of, like, train and get stronger faster, and also, you know, maybe learn a few new things, is to aspire against someone with a similar style of fighting to you. So if, for example, since you do a lot of, like, general, like, martial arts punching type stuff, then Kai takes a second as her, the S-stock she's at on, has had on her, she focuses her epithet a little bit, and that sort of, like, blinks out of reality, and in the same moment, in its place, gauntlets of her own appear around her, you know, forearms and hands, much smaller than Mila's, but, you know, golden color with with gems embedded in the sort of, like, top of the hand, back of the hand, area. Very, very nice looking. I'm not super used to this myself, but I have a bit of I like to mix up styles a bunch. I have one of them is involves a lot of, like, punching martial arts style stuff as well, if you want to spar.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good to me. She steps back over to her gauntlets, and as she puts her hands in them and grip them, there's like a slight machine-like sound, almost like a large magnet activating as, like, she lifts them up with a clunk and starts flexing the fingers on them, testing to make sure that they're ready to go. Right, and if it's relevant, I guess I'm also kind of a physical fighter, not nearly as strong as Mila there in terms of just strength, but, you know, I'm pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm down for you know, doing a physical or beating up an animate object style spar, whatever you're thinking. What do you think, Jim? Okay.
Oh God, what is happening?
Jim is trying. He's moving slowly, but he's moving.
He has begun his fucking trek. He's slowly moving.
I like that we can see his path like he's an NPC, but he's moving.
Okay. Okay, you're moving. Okay.
You have 30 seconds before Jim finishes his fucking pathing.
We all just sit here and watch him.
When he reaches his destination, you are going to die.
Well, damn.
But yeah, no, if we want to do, like, 1-on-1, 2-on-2, whatever you... down for whatever.
Same here, pretty much. You all right there? Mila says to Sora.
Huh? Yeah. I just, Sora, like when they first said they're from Fight City, Sora, like, tensed up at first, but is, like, kind of relaxing because you guys seem more or less cool, right? As they've been talking. Sora's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could spar. I don't really usually do that, so.
I mean, it's whatever you're feeling. Even just sharing some information or techniques and stuff like that can sometimes be good.
That's fair. My fighting style is maybe a little unorthodox. It's pretty reliant on my epithet. Although, she does a sort of seem to unhook a latch on the guitar case on her back and dexterously flips out a large electric guitar, holding it by the end. I have figured out how to use this.
Oh, holy shit. She kind of like leans in. That's rad.
Yes. But it's kind of my, she sort of spins it around, flips it back in, and closes the case. It's kind of my trump card, so I don't like using it willy-nilly.
That's fair enough. I definitely won't be using these things full capabilities in just a spar either. Mila, again, holds up her gauntlets, which, like, you can just tell, again, just, they look, you know, fairly simple, but, like, you can tell just by looking at them that these are, like, fucked up. They're, like, really complicated.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna do 2-on-2, how do we want to split off?
Uh,
We could always have one person just sit out and watch first.
Yeah.
Well, two
Yeah.
people, right?
Well, yeah, I guess if that one's sticking around, Yura wrinkles her nose a bit.
Cynthia waves.
I was.
Jim has finished his
Oh
movement.
wait, sorry. I'm gonna be real. Jim's movement is frozen. He is in both positions at once.
Oh yeah, God,
It is.
he has permanently ingrained his presence.
It is finished for me. He is in his final position, and that is
Oh,
it.
okay, there we go. It just loaded finally.
yeah. I moved him. I moved him slightly and then moved him back.
Using new roll 20s has kind of spoiled me a little bit. I forgot just how slow this one is.
Yeah. It is funny though. Jim's looking at this dragon statue, seeing if there's anything up with it.
Jim can give it a roll, I suppose.
Yeah. Wow.
It just seems like a pretty ornate, cool dragon statue. Nothing really too crazy going on.
He's gonna feed it.
He begins putting sardines in the statue's mouth, and it's one of those like hollow statues, so they just keep sliding in, baby.
Yeah. He nods to himself.
Hell yeah.
Mila sort of also pipes up, seeming to like. It's pretty clear she's not, you know, the most talkative usually. She's trying to like remember certain talking points that you use when meeting new people. And on top of just training and stuff like that, if you guys want to take a break at any point or whatever else, I've just been kind of generally curious about DBA and stuff like that. So, you know, feel free to share anything you know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm absolutely down to share stories later. Yeah.
Right. are we gonna do this? Rock, paper, scissors to see who's sparring first, or?
I can just be around. That's all good. I'll sit out this one, and if you wanna
alright.
you wanna do something with me, I can be first on the docket next. It's
Alright.
no big deal.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, have fun.
Where do the two of you want to go then? It's kind of a big area, so.
I mean, I guess we could just we could fight in this, just kind of right here. I think there's if I'm looking right, there's like an area closed off area with some training dummies around. It might be interesting to do like a fight in a small area, have like sort of like a bounds that we can't leave.
Yeah, that's kind of like a pseudo arena if we want to go for that. Or here's fine. She starts stretching her arms and legs a bit.
I don't suppose you have any preference, Sora?
Not particularly. She sort of just starts cracking her knuckles.
So, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia walks up, and she does not have her robe on. It is just a black, long-sleeved shirt. Beneath that, the robe is at this point nowhere to be seen. She just sits down, crisscross applesauce, not even summoning her throne, and then with a gesture would at least make a fencing around this circular area. Checks out?
Yeah. They don't make any comment, but seem to look at each other and nod and take up a position. I don't really want to try to find circular fencing, but yeah, just imagine there is a circular fence kind of around this courtyard. Yeah, you can draw an area if you want, or something.
Smaller than this, but yeah, that basically.
Okay. Alright, well,
Alright.
If that's the case, then we can start up a skirmish thing. Let's do this one. Alright. To those in the fencing, roll initiative. This isn't gonna be a full, like, beat each other to death combat since it's just the four of you involved, but we can at least do a couple rounds of sparring.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 and 2. Got some turns. I said, let me give them some. There we go. Mila, not as ready as Yura is. Holy shit, dude, this is so slow. Come on. Is it bad that I'm tempted to be like, we should have a data chamber roll 28 now? Like, just keep dividing it further and further.
Split it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Honestly,
Alright.
at this point, I almost feel like we should just remake the DBA Roll20 in its entirety and just put in only the necessities, because we have a lot of extra stuff in here at this point that no one clears out, either because it's just I might need it later, or what I think is more often, people look at something and it's either the person that owns it doesn't know that that they own it and need to get rid of it because they don't need it, or other people look at it and they're like, I don't want to get rid of what somebody else is. So we have a lot of extra stuff in here that's just unnecessary.
Yeah, for sure. Yura's up first, so she kind of takes a stance And just making totally sure. So the whole thing with this data chamber is you can like do whatever you want to each other, and it's fine, right?
Oh yeah, pretty much. These are like
Doesn't hurt your
basically data bodies, to put it like you'll be fine. Basically,
All right.
whatever happens.
Gotcha. She pulls out her gun. She's gonna shoot once at Sora and once at Kai. Ooh, not so good with Sora. That can be dodged however you wish, but she does shoot a bullet towards Kai.
Alright, I think Kai will let it hit her for now. So that's 3 damage.
Yeah, and noticeably, Kai, when the bullet hits you, it doesn't really feel like a bullet just hit you. It feels more like you just got cut with a knife or something, as you take 3 slashing damage.
Alright.
And she'll back up a bit, but otherwise hold it for now. We're not getting super serious yet. Your turn, Kai.
Alright, Kai's gonna do the Kai thing. Bonus action, spatial redux. Set that up as her form gets a little bit wobbly and not entirely distinct. Where's the icon I usually use for this? Where is it? Oh no! I know it's in here because it's a default roll 20 on. Where the fuck is it? Am I blind? There it is. Alright, and then with her gauntlets equipped, she's going to immediately charge forward towards Mila, and we're just going to use the basic attack for now. That is, each instance is 3 damage, 3 attacks. Iris?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been muted. First of all, nice crit. Second of all, yeah, so you're just doing a series of punches
Yeah,
towards
just
her?
basically a flurry of punches as Kai
Yeah.
dashes in.
Alright, well, Mila, wishing, of course, to test your physical strength compared to hers, is going to use her anytime, bringing up her gauntlets. She doesn't have any, like, kinetic force stored, so this isn't going to do the shockwave or anything, but she's purely using it defensively. Ooh, not very good. She brings up her gauntlets, but you pretty easily dodge around those, getting in a few punches.
Yeah, and then let me roll the...
And you push her back just a little bit.
Yeah, and let me... Won't matter too much, but let me go ahead and roll the stacks of embers she would get. So since she's getting hit by all 3, that's 3, 2...
Yep, I'll take that damage as well.
4 stacks of embers, which those do a specific thing with Kai's kit. So for now, she just has 4 embers on her.
I'll use set as funny there.
Alright, and
Alright.
that is Kai's turn.
Alright, Sora.
Alrighty. Well, I believe she's an average. Yep. Alright. She. Let's move over here. And then, as she sort of extends an arm, I don't know how to describe them, and then like psychic eggs sort of appear as she going to hatch.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Just going to create a emerging sliver and exploding sliver. So let me just break this. They are some. Okay, set up. Shoot. And shoot.
Ah, I see.
Yep. So she creates these. Each one sort of grants one of the other slivers an effect. and she's gonna have these two slivers just basic attack Mila. They're both 2 damage.
She manages to block one of their blades, again, with just as she's kind of ducking and weaving back and forth, demonstrating a surprising amount of maneuverability given how huge these gauntlets are, but the other one does manage to get a hit in.
Yep. Alrighty, and then with Sora's main action, she's going to... Yuka within range? She is. This ability's secondary effect is introduced with Butt Hit. I'm gonna use Psycho Shock.
Okay. You attempt a aura of psychic energy, but you've been kind of thrown off by all the stuff going on thus far, and can't
They're
muster
able to
it
dodge,
just
yeah.
the right way. Yeah, she jumps back. All right, is that it? Or
Yep.
all right, Mila. Let's see here. So, as you guys are hitting her and she's moving around with these gauntlets, they seem to be storing up a bit of kinetic charge, and she is now going to basically clang both of her gauntlets together, pressing them up in sort of a shield, and she's going to try to dodge over here, but then try to charge forward, blasting into pretty much all of you, including the slivers in this arena, and kind of trying to push you back and away. Yep, it's a 3x5 space line. Yeah, she's not doing any shenanigans, so she's just gonna boop. Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, as she charges forward with these gauntlets, a sort of wave of this just it's sort of like electricity, but it's physical. It's like a physical force just blasting into you all as she's gonna just try to push you all to the side as she blasts this way. If nothing is done, this will be doing 4 damage to all these guys.
Honestly,
To these slivers and you both.
given the context of, this being a whole training thing and wanting to, spar and learn from each other, Kai's gonna let that hit her.
Alright. Are Sora and the slivers doing anything in response? Sansa?
So, what is this? Where is this heading?
She is hitting you and the slivers and Kai all in this area, basically blasting through in a big charge attack.
Alright. I can only slave one of us. So I will just attempt telepathic warning. And I'm going to save the exploding sliver as it dashes away.
Alright, and that leaves you and the remaining sliver to take 4 damage each and get knocked aside.
Yep, emerging sliver dies. I take 4. Where do I get knocked back?
Let's say to here, between Kai and Europe.
Alright.
Yep. And then, Yura herself, she... these two have clearly fought together many times before, and she knows how to seize the opportunities that Mila creates, so she is going to, somewhat reluctantly, but she is going to draw her katana and attack Sora, who has just been knocked next to her. But Sora, you are ready for it in some way.
Yeah. Sora's from her palm, a scythe bone like appendage appears, and she blocks the blade as she's flying backwards.
she narrows her eyes she narrows her eyes intensely, but otherwise, will stop there since she didn't deal damage to you, so she's just being blocked currently. And we'll go back to Kai.
As Kai gets knocked back, she manages to regain her footing a bit. Alright, you were able to handle that, it seems, but how about this next rush, as she's going to rush in again. This time, let me pay my upkeep for the thing. This time she is going to use her ability, Holy Rush, as Kai runs in, energy surrounding her gauntlets, as she does another flurry of punches, and her epithet takes over a little bit, and another few sets of rushes of punches from seemingly nowhere happen to Mila's sides, as she's basically being punched from all sides. But
Gotcha.
except Kai fumbles. I'm actually gonna record scratch that because I wanna do the thing. So that is an 18 actually instead of a 4.
Alright. Yeah, so you're coming at her in this crazy onrush of blows. She's, I think, once again going to try to block you, and this time, Kai, there is a wave of force yet again as she raises her gauntlets, because now she has charged up more kinetic force. So this is going to, if successful, also blast you backwards in addition to giving her a shield. Yeah, it is fair enough. I'm gonna say the shock wave isn't enough to blast you back, but she is going to. How much damage does your Holy Rush do?
It is it is the Kai's primary rush deals 10 damage, and then each of the secondary epithet rushes of sort of weird fluctuating punches from elsewhere each deal 5 damage. Technically, I'm supposed to split the damage evenly between nearby available targets. However, I think it would be aesthetically. I think it would be flavorfully, aesthetically fitting if they were all going after Mila, since Kai's sort of doing a, see how many punches you can take sort of thing with her. So that would be 10, and then 2 other instances of 5, and 8 stacks of embers total.
Yeah, so Kai, you and her both, her surrounded by this kind of electro shield, her gauntlets punching forward, not offensively, but purely defensively as she tries to block all of your blows. The shield of compressive energy around her, combined with her prowess, manages to block some, but not all of the damage she's taking. Anybody watching can see that Mila is no slouch, but you are clearly her better in terms of strength and speed at this point. And she is kind of gritting her teeth, trying to keep up with you.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
One moment, really quick. So how many ember stacks would she get for total from blocking some of the damage? Because normally it would be 4 from the initial rush and then 2 from each of the sub rushes, so 8 total normally.
I'm gonna say she gets 5 more, so she's up to 9.
Okay, I don't think that gives me enough for my thing, but let me check. This is gonna take a second. No, that's the wrong ability. This is the one I want to be looking at. Okay, yeah, no, I cannot do that currently. So, after that, I don't believe I have a bonus action that I can do that I'd want to do right now, so that is Kai's turn.
Alright, and now we're back to Sora again.
Yep. Starting my turn, I incubate a new guy. Let's see if I get a rare. I do not. Let's see what guy I get. 62. Off. Wrong. I needed to do, be, what is it, 7 higher?
Oh, unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh, let me also quickly change Mila's mode really quick.
Yep. I also... This is an awkward situation. Leaving this area means we lose, right?
Nebulously, I suppose.
I imagine it's
That's
more of just
fair.
like there's just a sort of physical barrier around us, with the intention being to try and like keep the sparring in the zone.
I see.
That's-
It's just annoying because I can't gain my resources unless I hit someone in flanking, and they're both against them.
Oh no, I can
that's
fix
kind
that.
of
I can make that easier for you. Let me go ahead and just spend some of my out of turn movement and just move Kai here.
Alright, that's...
I'll mark that in my. I'll keep track of that in my red stat.
Sora will move here. Floating Sliver will move here. Floating Sliver will attack, Yura,
Actually,
Alright.
should be.
for 2 damage.
All right, gotcha. She'll go ahead and mash deflect. Oh
Actually,
God,
no.
no. These things have those weird arcing attack patterns. You know, it's kind of hard to judge the timing. She's gonna take that 2 damage and 1 cost.
Yep. I get another shard. I don't know how useful
Ones are
mine
flying
is.
fast. Oh, what was that? Sorry.
I will use my ones for combat. Fuck
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
All right.
So, what this does...
See if I can find your crit name.
Yep. Does Sora have a crit? Alright, she does.
He does, yeah.
As she sort of pulses with a incredible energy, she creates a. I guess I double the the radius on this.
Sure. Oh boy.
She creates a massive aura of psychic energy, and for free begins manifesting psychic slivers.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna have this one attack Mila.
All right. All right. Another 2 damage, I assume.
Yep. And I'm gonna have this one attack. 4, I guess.
Oh boy.
God.
And she just crit failed her anytime, so she is in trouble. Give me just 1 sec. She can try to dodge with her passive still, as a reminder, or for those who just haven't seen it yet. Her passive is, well, one of her passives. This is the first one. The other passive is Swift to Shadow, which allows her to, twice per round, do a cool ninja teleport, and only one of them can be used as a dodge, but she will try to do so here. Well, it is a 20, so it's still going to graze her, but I'm going to say she at least avoids a little bit of it by doing this. She's going to teleport over back this way, let's say.
So I want to say something, Iris.
Yeah.
So one of the other effects of this area, outside of being able to make 2 psychic slivers, or make so there's always that around, and also Kai, you count as a sliver, so you benefit from the sliver powers anyways. The other thing is, I have perfect senses in the area. It's like, you know, psychic mind has expanded over here. So I want to use telepathic warning.
She's going big brain, yeah.
Yeah, to basically notice that you're dodging and how. Warn the sliver so that it just moves here as it's attacking.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. I mean, with that, Yura, with her superior speed, seems at first to avoid the attack, but then the psychic sliver is somehow right on her, having predicted her move. She kind of grits her teeth a bit as it cuts into her again for more damage.
Yep. And then, hey, do you want just like extra damage, Kai?
Extra damage would be funny.
Alright, I'll spend my 1 shard to just create a Reaver Sliver, which gives +1 damage and movement to all slivers, which is currently our team. That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Back to Mila. She doesn't like that she is getting surrounded, so let's take a quick look here. You know what? Yeah, she's gonna use something she didn't get to use in this session. She's gonna kind of hop out between the two of you, like the rabbit she is, kind of dodging back. And she is going to draw back one of her gauntlets, and you all see like these big electric pistons on the back of its hand, kind of begin revving up and charging as she starts charging her hyperkinetic mega charge electro punch. 7, that's at least fair enough. Basically, nothing is happening right now. She is just making the roll and choosing the direction she's facing, which is, to the northeast towards you two. Basically, she needs to charge this for 3 turns before she can then unleash it whenever she wants. As any time, and the longer she charges it, the better it is.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Mark 7, yeah, that'd be pretty good. Let me grab grab a track again. Let's go to this one. And that's what she's doing. So Yura, alright, I gotta start clearing out the trash. She's going to she's gonna hop backwards and take out 2 of her guns and shoot one at one of the psychic slivers and the other at an exploding one. Yep, those will both hit for 3 damage each if nothing is done.
I used my anytime already, yep, they both die. Delete them because I don't know which psychics you're targeting.
I'm deleting this one and this one.
Sorry,
Yura
Kai,
looks
you
proud
can
of
no
herself.
longer... Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, sorry, Kai, you can no longer spend all of your max stamina to explode for 4 damage in a 3x3.
Damn, dude. That's a game.
Yura looks proud of herself for being able to clear those guys out, but because these are her guns, she can't do anything else, so Kai's turn.
Kai is going to, looking at this, seeing Mila charge up, like, ooh, alright. Good opportunity for training. I want to see if I can take this. And she's just going to stance up, hold her gauntlets in front of her in a defensive position, and wait for Mila's attack. And that is my turn.
Her expression doesn't change too much, Kai, but you most certainly see a glint in her eye as she slightly alters her stance to face you. Sora.
Alright,
Leave it to me.
leave it to me! Alright, first of all, I get a new sliver in my hand, check if it's a rare.
I'm coming, Reek begins summoning the monstrosities.
Yeah. The monstrosities are in fact these little guys.
Yeah.
Alright, that one's good, but I don't know how exceptionally good in this scenario. Alright, well, first of all, I create a psychic sliver directly behind your eye.
Good thing I'm starting to manage to clear these things out.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have. Hold on, can I do something to make this better? Yeah, you know what? No, I'll wait for a second. Both psychic slivers will then attack Yura for 3 each.
Alright, very quickly she drops her pistols and purely on reflex draws her sword again and is going to try to deflect both of them. This is against the first attack. Alright, that's successful. And then this is against the second attack. That is not successful. But she at least deflected the first. And how much damage was it? 3 each?
3 each, yes.
Gotcha. She will take 3.
Awesome.
They're both starting to look a little winded already.
Good. Alrighty. Then Sora will double check this ability. Right. I am going to what's the rate? 3. Okay. Sora is going to use Mind Shard. No.
No.
Oh no, it's fine. Since I'm just standing here waiting for Milo's attack, I'll record scratch that for you.
Well, while I'm waiting here, let's just
Oh yeah, that's 20.
Oh yeah, let's just give you a crit. Here you go.
Yeah, I'd like to replace my roll with that roll personally.
Yeah, just
That's
have
your
a crit.
prerogative, my friend.
Just have a crit,
So I don't really know what the crit effect of this is, but basically she creates a shard of psychic energy. And basically, it gains 1 charge point every turn on initiative that passes, and then if somebody leaves the area, it detonates the electric charge, the psychic charge. The areas with psychic damage. So basically, all enemies in the area will take damage equal to the charges once one of them tries to leave, including the person.
Gotcha.
And it's minimum of 5 damage, max of 25 damage if you let it sit there for 25 minutes, and it's psychic, so you can't attack. And then the Reaver Sliver will just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attack Milo.
Is it sorry? It's not an attackable entity. The shard.
Yeah, it's just psychic energy.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's my turn.
Mila, as she's charging up one gauntlet, kind of bats it away with her free one. And then it's her turn. However, let me quickly double check exactly how this works here, right? So. Actually say I think I intended it to not that I need to wait because otherwise it would make too much sense. So she's actually just gonna hold her action, Kai. She is going to wait and explicitly continue charging this up.
Alrighty.
Yura, meanwhile, okay, there's clearly no end to this. So she's gonna run up to you, Sora, and try to cut you in half. Alright, 5 damage, if that hits.
I will telepathic one in myself. The posts. No.
It did, and God, there are a lot of nat ones in this combat.
Yep, I get slashed for 6.
Unfortunately, you do. And even more unfortunately, she doesn't stop there, as after that slash, she spins, partially hopping into the air, and with her free hand, reaches into her sleeve and throws a shuriken at you. But this one you are ready for.
Yep. Perfect senses after all.
She makes a sound as you dodge that to the side, and you continue skirmishing with one another. Kai, your turn.
Kai's turn. Seeing Milo's continuing to charge, Kai is in response, as a sort of meeting of powers, is going to hold her own action until Mila attacks to do the second of her gauntlet abilities, crack the earth, to as a sort of meeting of powers sort of thing. So Kai's also holding her action, basically.
Gotcha. Well, I think she's gonna go ahead and use it now. So we'll make this clash happen. So she already rolled, as you saw, but the damage this deals as she charges is 8 plus X plus Y. X is the half the kinetic force she spends on this ability. She's gonna go ahead and spend 10, so it is 5, and then Y is the number of extra turns, which was 2. So it would basically we're looking at 15 damage, Kai.
All right.
As she smashes into you with all of her strength.
And in response, Kai is going to prepare her own gauntlet and punch back with a crack the earth rather than smacking her gauntlet into the ground, punching forward to meet Mila's fist with her own.
Jesus. Kill him. Yeah, do it.
Well, your crit theme just ended, Kai. So let's just do it again.
Yeah,
Well, so the way this works is her ability is pretty difficult to react to when she actually uses it because she moves at such hypersonic speed. However, you were holding this action and were very much well prepared for it and are blessed by God. So, with all that being said, go ahead and describe how you basically entirely stop this massive punch coming in your direction.
Yeah, I imagine, Mila comes in hypersonic speed with a massive punch. Kai prepares a punch of her own, energy surrounding her fist as she punches forward, sort of slightly ahead of time, anticipating the attack, meets Mila's fist with hers, and then sort of more of Kai's fluctuating energies as seemingly multiple of Kai's fists seem to be almost punching in at Mila's fist at the same time, sort of punching forward and pushing her back before there's a slight slip in power and Kai gets a bit of advantage and basically shifts momentum downwards and slams both Mila's fist and hers into the ground.
Huh. Well, we've already confirmed one thing. Rumors are true. You guys are all no joke.
That was a pretty strong attack of yours as well. I think if I wasn't, as strong as I am, as used to things, that would have been pretty nasty.
She raises her fists again as we go to Sora.
Yep. Alright, well, first of all, let's, and I realized I was rolling it manually. I created macros explicitly, not that one. Where is it? This one. Explicitly for determining, sliver stuff. 6. It's been a fat minute. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I will. Can I do that one immediately? Yeah. Put a 0. And I will manifest this one. And it is Skilled Sliver. All slivers gain +2 to attack rolls. And there we go.
Gotcha. Soleil, you're still playing them. Your brain, huh? Well, good luck.
I'm gonna move here. skilled sliver will attack Yura
All right.
for 14 and 3 damage.
Once again, she's going to attempt to deflect. Oh, this time she does it. She manages to not falling for the old behind me trick again as she quickly whirls around, bringing up her sword to block its attack perfectly this time.
Already. Psychic Sliver will move up here and attack Milo.
Milo will take that 3. Indeed, she's still winded after unleashing that attack.
Sora is just going to do the same. Attack Yura from behind. Yes.
Let's see if perhaps she can match you with her own deflect again. No, not this time.
So unnatural 22.
No, not Kai again. No.
20.
No, Kai didn't crit. That was a sliver that time.
Yeah. It was actually Sora herself. As she, her hand, she literally, like, as you deflect this sliver's attack, puts a hand to Yura's back and extends the scythe-like protrusion from her palm directly into you. So that's 6 damage.
Yeah, and if it weren't for that speed at which you do that, she probably would have rolled around and managed to counterattack. But unfortunately, you do in fact stab into her. Ah! Oh, shit! She kind of falls to one knee at this point. Pretty worse for wear after all the hits she's taken. Okay, all right. If you guys are good, I think I'm good for this spar. Yeah, me too,
done?
honestly.
I think that makes a good stopping point. Yeah.
You guys are seriously strong. We need a little break at least.
Thanks. And honestly, yeah, I'm starting to feel my brain roll out and burn out, so yeah, maybe we should stop.
Right, you're an Esper or something, right? Or no? It's
it's
your epithet.
It's my epithet. My epithet is lets me sort of summon and control these psychic shape-shifting little bug creatures. But by extension, that means that, you know, I guess I have properties of, she puts in quotes, those psychic shape-shifting little bug creatures myself. So I guess I have a little psychic energy, but it's, you know, it's from my epithet. It's like, it's like that one other guy at DBA who's got the epithet psychic. It's a new psychokinesis. It's a bit of a cheat.
God damn, I wish I had a fucking cool epithet. She huffs and sheathes her sword. And once combat is exited, you know, the data chamber sort of software takes over, and you all begin rapidly healing back up to full again.
Yep. Our bodies are artificial. They can just be set to default.
Yeah, and the two of them are gonna at least take a little break just to reset their mindsets. But yeah,
honestly,
good work, you guys.
Yeah, it just is a little thing at the end of that. Just Kai's approaches my like. Honestly, I think purely in terms of like technique and defense and like actually a proper fighting style, I think you have me beaten out. In that sense, I just kind of, I admit I maybe, you can almost call it cheating a little bit. I'm just kind of, you know, all I really know much how to do is punch forward and put all my strength into it. And, like, I can hit hard, but I'm not really much in the way of, like, martial defense, so to speak.
I mean, hey, don't sell yourself short. I mean, like, there are plenty of people back home who, you know, kind of rely on one simple, you know, game plan or technique, and that works just fine. So, you are, certainly plenty strong.
It does help that I am, almost class 3.
Oh, yeah, she's like one of the strongest here from what I can tell.
Yeah, that'd help for sure. Milo and I are, you know, we're no slouch by our own standards. But yeah, I've heard this place has a lot of really high-end people, and well, hey, if this ends up being a good session, maybe we'll come come around for more sometime.
Yeah. Honestly, it'd be lovely to see you guys around. That was it's a lot more fun having friendly sparring matches than hunting down demons every day.
Yeah, you two put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, if you two, Myla indicates Alex and Cynthia. If you two wanna go next, we can in a minute. Or we can
kind
do
of
something
eyes
else.
Cynthia. Kind of eyes Cynthia and eyes the two of them. I mean, if you guys are down, sure. Like, I wouldn't mind. We could also do one of the other. We could also train a different way. Guess he's looking around still. Does Jim notice anything on the dragon after a little bit more spending time with it?
So he's just been feeding sardines into this thing, right? And he hasn't noticed anything different other than a new smell, sort of accumulating around it. But no, the dragon is not doing anything in particular. Nothing has changed.
It's full.
Yes, Scarlet?
I'd be down in theory, but I was watching intently if it wasn't clear. You're a...
What?
Why do you not think you have a cool epithet?
She grumbles a bit. I mean, if you think it's cool, then whatever. For me, it's just like... She sort of seems to be hesitant to go into this in a way. But if nobody interrupts after a few moments... I mean, I have a thing about, like, getting up close to people, you know, getting up in their faces and shit. I really, like, you know, if I got to choose, I would have, like, something that helps me, you know, fight better from range and stuff. And, you know, it does that a little bit, but really it, like, definitely wants me to use this sword, you know. She, indicates this by, dropping it to the ground, and then when you next look, it is on her hip again. And it's like, I'm good with it, you know, I have a natural talent with it that comes from having the epithet, but, like, I don't know, I just think it's, I mean, the whole, like, you know, ooh, cool sword technique, I slash through you and then you explode into blood, and oh, I'm gonna deflect the bullets from your gun with a sword somehow. Like, it's kind of like, listen, I don't know about here, but in Fight City, they're like everybody you run into, it's like, oh, katanas are the coolest weapon. Oh man, I love samurai. Oh, Japan, you know, all that stuff, right? And like, nothing against that. I'm like half Japanese myself, right? But like, you know, it's really overplayed, and I wish I wasn't locked into it the way I am. It's kind of like, it's just, I don't know. I just think it's overblown, the hype behind it.
That's fair. Well, I can't say anything to change your feelings on that, but I don't know. Every epithet's different, but I know that it's somewhat based sort of on, you know, she sort of puts a finger to her forehead, your, like, mental perception of your own power. So I guess if, obviously, again, things are weird, but maybe just try and thinking about things related to your epithet that you could maybe use in a more efficient way. Like, those basically being able to shoot sword bullets, I'm sure you could sort of develop that into something else, or I don't know, like shadow clones or something that you can use to fight from a distance.
Golly
Style.
gee,
Yeah.
gosh, that sure was exactly what I was gonna bring up, but nah, no one can let poor old Cynthia talk, can they?
Are you
She-
done sulking?
Motherfucker, what do ya mean am I done sulking? I've just gotten started. My sulk schedule's fucking booked today, dude.
Narcissists.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for the advice, Sora. I appreciate it. I mean, here's the thing, right?
Thanks to her for the advice. I was gonna bring it up,
Would
but
you fucking
Yeah,
shut
no.
up? What is your problem with me? Jesus.
I'm trying to help, goddammit. I literally took a long while just back there because I don't need to deal with the repercussions of what I do. And so seeing you here kind of fucked me up. And I wasn't asking this out of a want to fucking put you through the ringer. I genuinely wanted to help, okay? As a kid, I thought, plane? The fuck can that do? Do math? And now I'm happy with myself and how far it's come. I've been in your spot. I've seen shitty epithets for shitty people that do shitty things. And I genuinely just wanted to help. But I get it.
Fine.
Sulkin Cynthia. I get it.
Yeah, that is what you're doing. Christ. She's been like this ever since we fought on back in the tower. I don't know what her fucking problem is, honestly. Where's the track? There it is.
Yeah, just Alex, like, kind of walks a bit closer to get closer to that conversation while sort of kind of blocking out Cynthia. Yeah, to be frank, I think her other sister is a little more chill than she was when we were at the castle.
Whatever.
Mhm.
Again, I appreciate the advice, as I was trying to say, right? The line of work I've kind of been in for a while hasn't really, how do I say this? You kind of want to do what works, so I've kind of been, like, locked into using it in this one specific way. Haven't really had the time or incentive to do much else, and it's kind of just soured me on the whole thing, but I mean, I guess if I keep training, maybe I can figure out new ways to use it, yeah. I just know that it has the one obvious application that is really easy to use, so it's like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, my mom has an epithet personally built, so it's most of my experience with that stuff is secondhand. But I know the one application that was actually shown on TV on the show was, you know, whenever you're in a room with her, everyone's skill, air quotes, is immediately balanced. So if you were like really good at something or really bad at something, like your skill levels are just equalized and all that. So puts everyone on an even playing field. And from what I heard, she didn't really choose to develop it that way. It's just once she knew what her word was, it kind of naturally went that way. But she can do a bunch of other cool stuff with it now, and has kind of honed it to a good point where it's kind of her own thing. So I mean, yeah, I pretty much agree with what Sora said. And Sora's your name, right?
Yeah. Sorry, did I not introduce
Yeah,
myself?
yeah. Not to me directly, but I think I heard your name back there. So
Well, nice
it's
to
all
meet
good.
you, Alex.
Yeah.
Just extends a hand. Just
Yeah,
handshake.
great to meet. Yeah. As they do that, Alex kind of turns to Yura. But yeah. Not saying you haven't. It's not just raw skill. It's also creativity training. Is also a big part of developing epithets and working around the more locked-in things and stuff. Though I guess I've heard of a couple epithets that, like, specs that like will do certain things, but those are more rare. You might have that, but otherwise, yeah, creativity is biggest thing with epithets. My mom says so. Yeah.
So your epithet has like something to do with like ninjas, shinobi sort of stuff, right?
Yeah, it is shinobi. It was guessed last time.
I don't think I fully saw the episode. I just saw like bits and pieces. Regardless, if it's something like that, then like more than just swordplay style things. I mean, there's like a million other sort of like aspects you could look at it. Like you could use it for like stealth kinds of things, maybe making like special like tools and traps to help with infiltration or taking people by surprise, like smoke bombs, like caltrop sort of things, grappling hook maybe.
Well, yeah, actually,
Yeah,
even
it's
before I could
interesting.
awaken, even before I figured out this epithet, I was okay at like putting stuff together and stuff like that. Kind of had to be with all the shit we were doing, but so yeah, I can do some of that stuff. I'll have to think about incorporating it more. Yeah.
It's just directions to take it, because yeah, there's the swordplay aspect, but that's not all there is to a shinobi, as far as I know.
Right. Well, again, appreciate the advice. Just, just understand I've kind of, got a sort of chip on my shoulder about it, I guess, with how it's been, but unlike, some people, right? I don't expect everybody to just go around feeling bad for me all the time either. At the end of the day, it's a pretty strong epithet, so. Mila walks over to Cynthia's position, her gauntlets resting behind her.
Cynthia takes a couple moments to just look in Yura's direction before she just... Let's make sure no one listens in. No one that we wouldn't want not listening.
Sure, I guess. She doesn't sit down. She's just kind of standing there with her arms folded.
How the fuck? She crosses her arms and just looks into the middle distance, sitting on the edge, looking thus ways. How are people happy?
She blinks once.
How do you go about that? 'Cause I don't know. Everyone always complains about how I act. And what am I supposed to do about it,
Myla, shifts her weight back and forth a bit, looking a bit contemplative, but also a bit awkward.
Do you not want to talk either? Does no one want to fucking talk to me?
I mean, I'm just thinking about how to respond. I'm really not the best with this kind of stuff. I need to just say that up front, right? I'm really not. If you want to talk about stuff like happiness and stuff, I'm really probably not the person you want to talk to, because I really don't think I'm the most emotional person out there. I think
That's why I'm asking
fair
it to
to
you.
say. Right. Well, I mean, as for how to be happy and stuff, I mean, for me, I just, I know what I like to do. so I try to focus myself into that. But what I can say, at least, is that, I mean, if you're trying to, like, help people out, or you're trying to, you know, if you really are trying to, like, give them advice, or you're trying to, you know, make friends or anything like that, I at least know enough to say you definitely can't start off by, like, coming up and basically, you know, making a big spectacle of how tortured and upset you are. Like, yeah, we've all got problems, and, like, you know, maybe it's different here, but in Fight City, like, people really don't go around, you know, talking about stuff like that, airing out all of their dirty laundry, all of their emotional baggage. Doesn't mean it's not there, but just kind of how it goes, you know. We don't really show it off that much. And, you know, it's not like that's, like, purely a good thing or whatever, but the point is that, like, Yura and I have kind of been through a lot. Pretty much everybody in Fight City has been through it in one way or another. And frankly, if you haven't, you probably won't last long. So just going up to her and acting like, you know, hey, look at me, look at how upset I am. Definitely, like, Yura is really grumpy at the best of times, quite frankly, and that definitely isn't going to score you any points. Like, she really, the only real way for her to take anybody seriously, or to get her to take you at face value, is to understand that, you know, she's gone through just as much as anybody else has, and you aren't, like, better than everybody else just because, you know, you've got shit, because we've all got shit, you know?
I'm not saying that I am.
I think that's how it's coming off, though, to be honest. Because, I mean, like, you know, you were both upset after that fight we had, and I mean, for us, it was, you know, more upset that we lost, more so than anything else. It's not like she was, like, you know, talking about how mad she was at you or something, you know, so don't worry about that. It's more like, if you win a fight, but you're still making a big stink about stuff, that's kind of like, kind of a bad look, you know? It kind of feels like you're bragging.
I tried to start over here. I went up. I took a couple minutes to be like, all right, Cynthia, let's calm the fuck down. Again, usually don't need to deal with the repercussions of your fucking actions. Let's just take a bit, prepare for it. And I go up and I genuinely want to help, and then she's like, by the way, kill yourself. Fucking, you know, hyperbole, but...
Nobody said that. No, you know, I can tell you've got a lot going on in your head, right? And a lot of what's going on in your head is definitely affecting how you see things, right? Like, listen, she comes over and finally does sit down. She's not, like, you know, putting a hand on her shoulder or anything, but she does at least sit down. Listen, I'm an engineer, right? So what I deal with on a day-to-day basis is the mechanics of stuff, how things work. Not as good on, like, you know, the socializing with people aspect, but, you know, I don't think I'm, you know, I'm not, like, an idiot either. But basically, right, like, you say that you put your best foot forward and she shit on you for it. But really, what happened was, you got in here, you saw it was her, you immediately made a big deal about how it was her again. Oh no, this is going to be so bad, right to her face. And then you came back over, and then you started trying to help, but then as soon as somebody else started also trying to help, you made a big thing about how nobody likes or appreciates you. Like, I mean, I don't know. How would you feel if that happened to you? I don't know how else to put it other than that. That's just not how people work.
Well, I hope you can understand my position, where I walk up and I finally start to try and do something, and then the person who called me a serial killer earlier, which let's be generous and not talk about how true or false that may end up being. Takes my attempt at bonding from me, I guess, you know? Takes my attempt at trying to do the right thing.
You took that away from yourself, hon. Don't know what else to tell you. She stands up and walks away again. Seemingly just because she doesn't know what else to say, not because she's mad or anything. And I actually need to BRB for just a couple minutes, so if you guys want to RP amongst just yourselves for a bit, or take a brief break, go ahead, but I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Yeah. I'm gonna be getting some water. Oh, I just tabbed back to Discord and Soy's game is playing. Whoops.
Lol.
It's like...
Cynthia has problems.
Water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's depressed.
She may be a bit...
Really?
Yeah. She may be a bit, She may be a bit antisocial, which nothing wrong with, that in of itself, but, you know.
Yeah. Are you entertained, chat?
Are you having a funny?
I hope they're entertained and having a funny... Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. I forgot to tell my dad that he needs to pick up James.
It's all good.
People having a good time?
Yeah.
I know this is a bit
the most part.
different than usual, but yeah.
No, I'm very much enjoying myself. I'm just a bit low energy because bad sleep plus the fear of, when this is over, I have so much homework to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fair enough.
I've been having a good time, but Cynthia is to an extent difficult to play with, you know?
Yeah. No,
I get it. I mean, she's extremely messed up, so
yeah. It's been very chill and fun so far. I'm trying to sit back a little bit at this point because I know I kind of took the front-loaded initiative to get things moving right away for the sparring thing.
Yeah.
And all that, so I want to give other people a chance to do stuff.
Yep. Is Cockbo BRB?
Guess so?
Okay. Well, we can give it another couple minutes.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see here.
It is something to... I always forget because the moments where I play Kai are sparing at this point because she's almost class 3 and at this point I'm waiting to do her specific session to bring her to class 3. But like I always forget she's very fun to play both RP wise and combat wise, and there is a noticeable stark difference between class 1 compared to basically class 3 in a fight.
Yep.
And I'm like first round I'm immediately notice like, ow. Yeah.
I have all the answers, yeah. Yeah, Myla, Yura, and Morwin as well were definitely like, they were intended to be like, oh yeah, they're pretty strong for Monarchy Tower, but you know, there's still nothing too crazy compared to the rest of the DBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Cockbo.
Hi.
So, at this point, I definitely want Alex and Cynthia to get a chance to do an activity if they wish, and the others can chime in, observe, or RP around that as well if they wish. But after we do that, we can maybe do one more thing, but then probably wrap it there. So, So yeah. After Mila talks to Cynthia, she comes back over. And you guys have talked to Yura as well. And she basically just says,
Yeah.
alright, good to do whatever kind of training you guys would like to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Or just, again, just exchanging information is helpful too. I'm always keen to learn more on that front.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
No, I was just saying, yeah. Go on.
I'm not going to lie here. When I heard that you guys are from Fight City, gave me a couple questions.
Yeah.
What exactly is your association or affiliation with that whole? Because I'm sure you're aware that, well, at the very least, I guess DBA isn't exactly on good terms. Or at the very
Right.
least, there have been previous conflicts.
Well,
So what exactly is it that you do there?
Well, I think what you're thinking about is probably like the people at Monarchy Tower and, the Fight King and the Black Tigers and all of them. Like, we just sort of live in the city. We're not really affiliated with it in any other way. And Mila scratches her chin a bit. Yeah, like, we're climbing the tower and such, and that's where we were run into on DBA, and we rewatched the battle and studied it a bit, and we learned a bit more about this organization by doing so. And like, I assume that at least some of you, given by what was going on at the start with that girl Jasper and everything, it seems like some people there sort of oppose the Fight King and kind of object to the Fight City's to Fight City's like way of life, I suppose. But other than that, I mean, it's not like we're especially big fans of it either. I mean, I'm mainly climbing the tower as sort of a more personal journey, I guess, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Fight King. And then Yura kind of sniffs a bit, and I'm certainly not. I'm climbing the tower explicitly because I hate that guy.
I was just curious. Wanted to know,
I mean, however you feel about the whole, fight culture, I guess. It's literally called Fight City for whatever goddamn reason. Like, I mean, the Fight King and all the people that, like, run the city, they claim, like, oh, the whole point of this place is that, might makes right. We're hands off and it's survival of the fittest. But, like, I feel like you can tell if you just, like, talk to most people there that it's more like might makes right, parentheses, we're at the top. And they have very much structured it such that, they can stay on top for as long as they want. And pretty much do whatever else they want in terms of, oh, well, the city governs itself, but also, there's an uprising happening over here. People don't have, there's a band of rebels rising up because, I don't know, they don't have food or money, barely have any clothes to wear, maybe not a place to stay. Oh, well, I mean, if that gets too unruly, we'll have to step in and put a stop to that, won't we? So, it's all fucking bullshit. I mean, I mean, honestly, like, if anything, I'm surprised that, like, there isn't more discontentment, like, here in Daybreak, too. Because, I mean, it's definitely different and, like, definitely better in some ways, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. There's still plenty of people who don't have enough to eat. It's just like,
Oh,
I don't
I'm aware.
Milo over there
Yeah,
ain't as radical as I am, but if you ask me, the whole thing where like a few people sort of rule the entire world is you know, it's not like I know all the complexities and whatever, but you know, I just know bullshit when I see it.
I just asked because I wanted to know your sort of position in that whole system, because I don't really know much, nor do I really care that much about the fight culture or whatever. She sort of like does quotation marks. But I cannot stand for injustice like what happens did. So, needed to know.
No. I mean, I definitely am not a fan of that either. And I mean, like, on one hand, I guess I kind of get the, like, idea, because it's like, oh, well, I mean, instead of, like, fighting over things with stuff like status and money and, like, job applications, I guess, in theory, anybody can take anything if they're strong enough. But at the same time, the people who are the strongest and the ones who get to make all the decisions aren't exactly the most, you know, empathetic or caring about anybody else, so it's just a fucking free-for-all.
Almost like some fucking, strength-based bourgeoisie or whatever, like, scratches back of their head.
Well, you know, I mean, it's sort of strength-based, right? Because, I mean, obviously, like, the Fight King's strength is pretty indisputable. I mean, he wouldn't be where he is if he wasn't like that, right? But he did surround himself with other really strong people, one of whom built a tower that can just, you know, kill you if you try to do anything, to climb it or, like, anything like that, except through the way that they, want you to. Well, what was that?
I don't know, what if you jump to the top?
Oh, just jumped up there?
Some people can do it. Like, I've seen crazy people like that.
I think you would just die.
I assume the same thing would happen that happens to, like, you know, the military jets and stuff that have tried to attack it, and that they're blown out of the sky by its anti-aircraft cannons.
Ah. Okay, so it's like that. Kill you. Okay. Just wanted to get a full...
Oh, yeah. Like, people have tried to use those, like... I've actually made some of these. You know those, like, suction cup things you can climb walls with, right? People have tried to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I saw this once, actually. What? She looks at Sora.
Nothing. Ignore me. No.
No, it's all good. I was just gonna say, like, I've seen people try to use those to, like, climb the tower and stuff, and the walls just open up and, like, take them in. Like, they just get absorbed. They're gone.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's... That tower is not a fucking joke. You pretty much have to just go in the intended way, and if you try to find some cheap way around it, well... You know, but again, that's the whole thing, right? Oh, if you're strong enough, do whatever you want. Oh, except, like, you know, you have to go through the proper things we've set up. It's all, you know, it's a pack of piss.
Yeah. Yeah, kinda... This situation isn't quite comparable, because the guy in charge didn't have to do anything with it, but it's also, like... kind of reminds me of the bullshit I was put through a little bit ago. If you heard any news of it, there was like this big old castle and stuff that was like draining the life from the surrounding area. Me and a couple people went in it to investigate.
Oh, well, if it was a DBA thing, I haven't kept up. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not a
Milo, however, looks a bit close. Oh, sorry, Gonko.
Yeah.
Milo, however, walks a bit closer, seemingly interested. But say that again. You were cutting out.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, you know, not a problem anymore. Finger guns. You're welcome. Effectively, effectively, it was a big old video game thing. Guy's epithet was revealed to be Metroidvania and stuff, and
Excuse me?
it's a whole. Yeah, it's a whole thing, but the thing of it is that it was also like, oh, try to beat this game as fast as possible and get through the bosses by either killing them or getting their permission to move on, and but it's also like there was also like a bunch of like places that like were blocked off and stuff. I watched some of the other run and all that stuff, and they ran into that problem a lot more than we did. Because that was there too. Yeah, so it just I don't know, like I don't know. It's just always a thing of like whenever you're trying to prove people's power, it's like a weird dichotomy of like if you don't like the more fucking rules you put in, the more power you give to like who you want to win or whatever and stuff, and there's a lot less freedom to it. And I've experienced that at least slightly firsthand is what I was trying to get at there. So waves hands. Sorry if that was a weird tangent, just I get what you're talking about, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, no, I get what you're saying too. It's just that, you know, a lot of people that don't live, like, around here, especially, think that, like, DBA is fake and everything, and it's just TV. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, that sounded made up. Like, that sounded like something, like, you would just sort of say to somebody, but, like, or like, something that would be in a sci-fi movie. But, you know, I'm not doubting you, or whatever. Just pointing it out.
No. Yeah, no, I get it. It's just kind of like leans in an exaggerated way. Oh, if you wouldn't believe that, you'd never believe the first DBA adventure I went into. I'm not going to bring it up because I hated every second of it. It was terrible.
Yeah, DBA is weird, crazy anomaly, and it's really hard to believe any of the stories you hear about what happens in Daybreak Bay unless you live here. In which case, it's a near daily occurrence, and you just kind of get used to the chaos.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's the same for Fight City to an extent.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, it's not like there, aren't people that hate. It's not like there aren't people that don't like DBA. Like, I'd say, like, at least a third, maybe half of the stuff we deal with, comes from people actively attacking DBA because they don't like it for X, Y, or Z reason. But, like, it's not a sort of, like, I can't think of many instances where it's sort of a thing where DBA directly sort of exerted its influence on something. It's more often than not something crazy happens and the camera people decide it's interesting enough to look at, and now it's DBA.
Yeah.
That is strange.
No one's figured out how those cameras work. Like, they've been to space multiple times. That guy must be good at holding his breath, like...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think that they're just like a sort of supernatural constant or something. Like, they just sort of happen. I don't know, like the footage just gets got.
Yeah, that's
something.
Let's not think about all that stuff too much. Yura sort of waves a hand. My list still looks interested, but, Yeah, well, definitely sounds like you guys have got a pretty crazy thing going here.
Yeah.
Not really sure what to say about it. Just sounds nuts.
Yeah, I vaguely orbit it. I've only been to a couple things. Again, like, maybe this is like individualist, selfish, I don't know, one of those words, like, I don't mean to say, but it's like, I personally haven't, like, experienced everything DBA's been through, so it's like, yeah, like, only recently, I really, like, understood who the Vanderbilts were, like, I knew they were, like, an entity and all that stuff. My mom dabbles in, like, the underworld, the criminal underworld.
Now you can find that
Probably
out from the news. She kind of narrows her eyes a bit.
Yeah. It's like a vague thing I saw until, like, I, met one of them. They were chill, but
Right.
they warned me of their last name, so I, looked it up. Oh my goodness! Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But just puts a finger in the air. Not only is, like, one of the Vanderbilts, like, a famous good Paragon member of the DBA here, but also the one I met was also relatively chill, I think. I don't think she's done much in the way of crimes, at least not what I could find, and also she was like 90% amicable to me and the other people, so shrugs.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess, yeah, now the more I look at it, Cynthia over there, I think she said her name was, looks a bit familiar, based on new stuff, but, maybe
Yeah,
she's
well.
turning over a new leaf, from what I found? Maybe not?
She's trying to, from what I've been
Big
told.
shrugs.
I'll be real, she fucking sucks at it. I don't know how you guys put up with that shit, to be honest.
I guess I'm just very tolerant. I've put up with a lot of shit from particularly stubborn individual, and I think I'll leave it at that for the time being. But yeah, yeah, no, in terms of, moving back to an earlier topic, I myself used to be a much more, like, prominent member of DBA doing a bunch of crazy stuff, but then, honestly, once I started, like, reaching a certain power level, like, my participation kind of dipped off a bit, and I think, if I had to guess, that plays something into, like, the interest thing, that the cameras as well, because I imagine watching a bunch of powerful people just plow through enemies and with no challenge whatsoever isn't the most interesting thing to watch, and so the situations where a lot of the higher power people get involved become a lot less common until there's a threat that, like, matches that level of power, I guess.
That's a weird system, but it's really interesting. I would definitely like to hear more about different stories you've all been through and such, but we don't have forever here, so if you and Cynthia wanted to spar, then we should probably get going on that.
Yeah.
Or we could do something else.
Yeah, just points up a finger. First, you said, no matter what uncomfortable situation, how can you deal with that? I can give you an answer. She is 1,000 times better than the man formerly known as Dr. Cyan Patrick Sundown. And that is a major compliment. She is at least trying.
It's a major
Even if
accomplishment, to be honest.
Oh, you know of him?
No, I'm just saying that she kind of, like, is really annoying. That's all. It was just a dig. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to just, like, rain on her shit constantly, but, like, look, I can't stand people who make all their problems everybody else's problems. It's so annoying to me. Like, yeah, like, nobody else has anything going on, you know?
No, I get it.
Just,
I mean,
whatever. And I mean, least of all, someone like her, right? Like, we all know what kind of shit she does. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm better. I've done plenty of bad shit too, frankly. But, like, But I don't expect people to cuddle me and sing me a lullaby because I feel bad about the shit I've done either.
Drugs.
I mean, that's
At this point,
it's fair. I don't know.
Myla seeing Cynthia approach somewhat while they're still talking about her, and also wanting to extend this offer anyway. Did you still want to spar Cynthia, or do something else, or... Scarlet, you're muted.
She's curled up into a bit of a ball, but just shakes her head.
Alright, offer's open.
I don't know what I can. Everyone's gonna complain about everything I do, no matter what. Simple as that.
Yura taps her foot a bit.
Case in fucking point. I don't know what I can do. She said herself, I'm really fucking bad at trying to turn over a new leaf.
You know, Yura calls out, you ever think, I don't know, maybe you should feel really bad? That you've done a lot of bad shit in your life? And if you're trying to turn over a new leaf, that means you feel bad about it? So you should feel bad about all the lives you can't take back? About all the really grotesque shit you've done? Because I'll tell you this, there are two ways to handle that as someone who's been there. Either you fucking tear yourself up about it all the time, about what a bad person you are, and make it everybody else's problem, even though they've all got their own shit going on, or you can just fucking deal with it. You can pick what kind of person you are, regardless of if you're gonna keep doing bad stuff or not. But either way, that's your problem, not everybody else's. So if you're trying to like, you know, turn over a new leaf, good for you. But don't expect everybody to just start lauding you with praise for daring to try to change and be a better person, because trust me, won't get you fucking anywhere. It just makes you pathetic.
I'm trying now. I know. She gets halfway to standing up to try and defend herself and then just collapses again against the tree. Curls up again, makes herself comfortable.
Like Alex
Myla
is like...
scratches the back of her head. If you all want to, we can just call things here if you'd prefer as well. But
Yeah.
See, I even under the conversation, this is what happens.
shut up, Myla says.
Oh.
Alright, look.
I'm just gonna go. I see him not welcome, I'm sorry.
Alright.
So,
Are you gonna say something, or am I leaving?
Yes, Kakapo.
Let's let this scene play out. Actually, so just
Okay.
yeah.
Myla calls back. You're welcome to stay if you want to stay and train with us. As we said, we're not judging you for anything that's going on. But if you're just going to kick up a fuss, then I mean, we can't really do that. So, it's your choice.
She stands there for a while. I had ideas and I had advice, but I don't know. I've been in a family full of people who are fucking strong, you know? I know how to deal with people. I wanted to come in here and help. I genuinely did.
A couple of times Yura looks like she's been about to make a snide comment, but Mila, like, gives her a look and she doesn't.
Come on, fucking say what's on your mind. I can tell. Insult me. That's all I really am anymore. I'm just a thing for people to take out their emotions on.
God, man. This is really what you want for yourself?
This isn't what I want for myself, but I don't know what else there is.
Okay, just Alex, like, seemingly has gotten to a point. Okay. Just sort of puts heads together. Alright, Cynthia, is that your name? We never got to properly introduce. Cynthia?
Yes, it is. What is it?
Okay. Alright, if any of this comes off anyways wrong, let me know. I can try and divert course, but... Alright, like, just... sort of, like, takes a moment. I understand what you're trying to do here. Based on everything, like... You want to help, you want to turn over a new leaf, all that's been said. No matter the outcome, the intent is there. I definitely think there are a couple things that come with that, though. One, sometimes when you've done bad things, just sort of thinks about it, actions speak louder than words, you know? So, if you complain about not doing a thing that you wanted to do, instead of doing something else good, that tends to make people uncomfortable. Unfortunately, that's just how the world works. And there's also the idea of, taps fingers together.
Whatever. They're going away.
Like, just...
Shut up. They're the ones you care more about. They're the ones who started this whole thing. I get it.
Put words into my mouth.
Get it.
I didn't say any of that. Just sort of looks at her. Like, hey, sometimes you go to an event and you're not as happy as you would have. Genuinely, if you're going to feel better by stepping out of here, that's the best choice. I'll be fine whether you're here or not. I would be actually fine sparring with you. You know, despite your family's reputation, your sister was nice. You know, maybe
It's all about my sisters,
maybe...
isn't it? I'm done with this
Right,
conversation. I'm sorry.
Just sort of like... Huh. See...
Today just...
Just gotta listen
Well, the
sometimes,
fucking-
too. just like that's the thing.
I don't want to listen. I'm trying to do actions, and that's not working either. I'm done. I'm fucking up everything today. I'm done. She opens a portal, steps through, dispels it.
I didn't want to step in and
Sometimes
mess things up because, you know, it's not helpful when a bunch of people are dogging on you about what you did wrong trying to help, because it just feels like you're getting ganged up on.
no, that was the correct choice. She was just being a damn brick wall. I was trying to get to somewhere, but
Yeah, I don't think it's the type of thing that's going to be solved in, like, one conversation. It's probably going to take a while. I can... Not the same situation, but I can speak from experience. It can take a while to get over these sorts of hang-ups. Especially if it's very emotionally centered.
mm-hmm. Just sort of rubs head. It's almost like she didn't want to improve there, I guess.
Yeah. Have you been listening to how she's been talking?
I mean,
Bring up the fact that she's done horrible things in the past. You know what an actual repentant person might think? I don't know, there's a million potential things. I don't think that they would brag about it or brush it off like it's nothing. Listen, you guys are good people. I can already tell. You are clearly trying to see the best in somebody, even regardless of whether or not they deserve it. But people like that don't just magically change. And honestly, it doesn't really seem like she wants to change all that to me. So,
my
it just is what it is.
He just...
Sorry, you go.
Yeah.
No, you guys finish. Sorry.
Yeah. She just... That girl just has a lot of baggage. Like...
Yeah.
And... Well, I'm going to take the first step for her. I was just trying to help her find the path, but, just sort of, sighs, shrugs. That whole thing doesn't say shit about me, I guess. So that's all I can do about it.
Yeah. I like to at least believe that people deserve second chances, and you know, even in sometimes extreme circumstances, and it's not like she's immediately gone back to doing extreme villainy. If she does again, then, well, we tried, but I want to give her that chance.
Now, plus, like, I kind of alluded to it, but, my mom, like, she's, like, stepped away from it for sure, but, like, she's on, like, that, like, mercenary assassins list or whatever, and, like, she's, like, contacted with, she's, like, a mercenary and stuff like that, and has done things that she's regretted, but, like, none of it's been for evil reasons. Like, I don't know, I'm old enough to, like, divorce my mom from, like, familial relationships and, like, make an objective judgment. I don't think she's evil. And I guess I like seeing the nuance in everything. Like, I at least try to. Of, like, why people do criminal stuff like that. No one's like hard asterisks remembers Dr. Sundown. Hardly anyone's pure evil, right? You know, and even if they do get to that point, a lot of it's because of just problems with society being able to unaddress a deteriorating person or whatever. So I at least try to keep that nuance in mind, especially with that stuff, but
If you say so, but just know that if you try and keep a nuanced and open heart, bad people don't play by the same rules that you do. They're going to use those chances as they see fit for their own benefit. That's how exploitation happens all over. So, just don't give people too much room, I guess, is my own advice.
yeah, there's definitely a healthier barrier to that.
Yeah. No, there is
That's just my position. So
yeah, no, it's small thing, but when you hunt demons and devils for a living, it takes a certain amount of like learning when to tell if someone's trying to take your mercy or your good-heartedness and take advantage of it. And even if that does happen, you need to be ready to deal with the consequences as a result. So it's not something that hasn't crossed my mind about the whole situation, you know? It's why if she turns this around on us, then, well, we tried. I believe in second chances, but third is a stretch.
it's always a case-by-case basis. Just no one understands shit, and it always just depends on the person and how they're handling their improvement. And regardless of whether she's truly reformed, she definitely has a lot of issues that need to be addressed. So,
And I mean,
not trying to perform psychotherapy, but yeah.
at the very least, I think, because honestly, realistically, she's going to be faced with more people like Yura that are going to be very antagonistic against her and beat her down about her past constantly, and so it helps to learn to deal with that in an enclosed, controlled environment rather than like out on the street or something. Although it doesn't necessarily help to keep poking and prodding all the time.
Yeah. Iris, Jim wants to go in the building.
Does he now?
Oh god, where's Jim gone? There he is.
That building isn't real. It is part of the scenery. There's no like door or anything. It's all just like glass windows that just are like blank, basically.
Not damn it. He's gonna find somewhere else. Jim has been on secret boss duty for the past while. I want to find it.
Yeah, I see. Well,
water. He's gonna fish, like for real.
Yeah, go for it.
He's fishing.
I'm glad Jim's having a good time, you know?
Yeah.
He wanted to give Cynthia a fish, but she left too early, or he would have.
Hey, you know what? Give me a quick roll, Jim.
Oh, another one? Come on. Okay. Scarily close to a 1. Did I find it?
No, you know, a digital river ain't the best fishing buddy, but you know, what's a fisherman who doesn't, you know, keep at it when things get tough? You know, he keeps going for a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, in a way, I almost there's a lot going on. There's obviously a lot going on there. I almost, in a way, wish she was just full of, like, a lot of anger. Because I know how to deal with that. That's the emotional thing that I know how to deal with. And talk people down from.
Yeah.
I mean, Mila pipes up. Like, I don't know her or anything, or know the whole situation with you guys, but, like, I mean, you know, I've dealt with plenty of people who have that, you know, self-hatred, inner demon stuff kind of going on, and, like, you know, I can't say I know exactly what that's like, but, like, it seems like she is full of anger, but it's all at, you know, herself, because, I mean, like, from her perspective, it's like you guys are rejecting her attempts to get better or whatever, when in reality, you're the ones that are offering an olive branch by even choosing to be around her, even tolerating her at all, and, she's the one that's fucking that up for herself, so it's like, you know, can't say I know how to fix it, but sorry you guys have to deal with that shit, I guess.
I mean, it's fair. I mean, there is definitely an element of anger and frustration there, but, like, that's... I don't feel like that's really the core of it. Like, I know what it's like when the entire core of your being is just filled with pure, unadulterated anger and wrath, and there's really not much other emotion there, so I know how to identify that pretty well. And there's a whole soup going on with Cynthia, I think.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry that the mood for training's kind of soured at this point, but, still good to do, like, I'm still good to do something if any of you guys want to, but,
Yeah, I haven't gotten to do much, but
I mean, Alex, why
Intended
don't
on-
you and Jim do a 2v2 spar?
Jim doesn't usually come into action unless I like really need him. He's just kind of in his own world. How's the fishing going, Iris?
the fishing?
Yeah.
It's going real bad, my friend. Again, this is they didn't load fish into this river, though. I suppose Jim could raise his eyes to the heavens and request that those running the simulation supply some fish into the river if you wanted.
I wish for a fish.
I suppose
Seas filled with sardines.
yeah, I suppose the river is thusly as though a miracle performed by God above, filled with sardines aplenty.
I'm imagining Jim himself summoning sardines into the river for him to fish.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm interpreting this at TBQH,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so... I know Alex still wants to do something,
He's-
so we can do that, but if anybody else wants to do anything before we wrap this up, please let me know.
Yeah. You know, why don't we all do a, you know what? I got a good idea for a competition. Instead of, beating each other up, why don't we just, instead, you know, race to beat up an object up, and we're all on one team. Not one team. We're all fighting for ourselves. So,
Like combo testing.
yeah, combo testing.
Yeah,
That sounds fine.
it's fine.
Uh,
Fine by me.
Sure, although I can't promise much. My combos are really more, me and an army of bugs beating the shit out of something.
Yeah. I can theoretically get quite ridiculous if I'm able to pump enough adrenaline into myself.
Well, if we're
But
all
that
on the
takes
same...
a
Sounds healthy.
No. Yes, no. kind of an exaggeration. I've been able to streamline the process, but it's probably not the best thing to constantly do. I only keep it to my excursions. It's experimental technology. Alex raises their watch, taps it.
Alright, so is this like
Oh,
each...
shit, wait, no.
So this is basically like
Oh, wait.
each of the 5 of us just like as our own object or training dummy or whatever?
Oh wait.
Shit,
that won't work for me. Whatever. You know, I realize I am definitely going to lose this competition, but still going to be fun. That's how it is. My watch responds to me helping people. That's how it does things. So if we're on our individual teams, I'm gonna lose. So, but no, it's fine.
I mean, we can all be on the
Still
same
gonna-
team. It's fine. It's
Okay.
just getting a nice workout in, really.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do that then. That's a better way to handle it.
Sure. Let me get your
I am actually kind of curious if I take everything I've got and I get the right setup going, how much theoretical output I can get in a single burst.
Hey, you guys want to smash up a car or something?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
That's the old classic.
That'd be very good.
Yeah, bonus stage style.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
That's how I got my start.
Yeah.
Over here should work fine. She leads you guys over to this area, and let me get a ruined car for you guys to beat up.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? While this is going on, while I'm getting this set up, Jim can give me one more.
Alright.
Fish.
One second.
2.
No. No.
It's a 2. They're just not biting Jim. Maybe it's because they know what he's up to, considering he himself summoned them.
Father, why have you forsaken me?
Alright, I have, you know, I always never quite manage to beat the Street Fighter bonus stages, but maybe that's just because I'm not doing it myself. And I wonder
Skill
if I could...
issue.
That'd probably make it easier.
Sorry,
yeah.
that slipped out. I didn't
No,
mean
it's
that
no,
overly.
it's fine. You're right. I'm not the best at. I'm still learning fighting games.
It's fine. Tekken says that to me all the time.
I'm still learning fighting games. Like I think I've got Devil May Cry down now, but fighting games still elude me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's an in joke with some of my friends, or I guess a joke we say. But yeah, just.
All right. Well, as this ruined car is created for all of you, for various reasons, you probably all still have a little bit of energy, physical and emotion, to be getting out. So, roll initiative. We'll do this for a little bit, and then we'll call it good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll be starting this fight with my rapier out because Kai wants to see how Kai and me, to an extent as well, wants to see how much damage output I can theoretically get in a single round with enough setup.
Yeah, for sure. And the way I'm gonna do this, by the way, since we've said, this isn't really a competition, you guys are just doing it to get some exercise. I'm just gonna give Alex the extra set of rewards they would have missed out on
from
Sounds
not
good.
sparring earlier. So you guys can all just essentially get that same extra.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
What the fuck?
yeah.
So this is like the fourth 49 I've rolled today on this.
Oh,
I have
Yeah.
this is exploding sliver number 4. It's not even like a crazy one. It's just him.
It's
him.
just him.
It's Jim Him, dude.
It keeps popping up like Vigoroth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, no. Alright. Alex, you're up first. How do you want to beat up this car?
Alright, oh shit, So could I actually throw the other roll 20? Let's go down and get it.
Good.
The little... No. The little one. You know what? Let's start out with that. I'll roll the little one. And there's also a property that comes with that. So yeah. Yeah. So there's all that stuff. See Monochrome Cassie, you definitely want to see in this. But yeah, let's actually, Alex, before moving, it's just like, actually, wait. Okay, there we go. They get a +1 when, standing next to, +1.
Alright.
So
So you get your bombs.
I'll get my bombs. And I'm gonna roll them towards the thing. Well, actually, let me roll first. It's, what's the fucking number? I'm used to having, token action. I gotta set this up, dude. 1d4. Spherical book. 1d4 exclamation, okay. Roll 1d4. Oh, okay. It's a 6, but that's cool. So Alex is going to give a bomb to Sora, a bomb to Myra, another bomb to Sora, and a final bomb to the skill Sliver. So,
Alright.
you could use those during your actions in the ways listed. Meanwhile, Alex is just going to roll the bombs underneath the car. Alright, starting us off. And going to Explodo.
Alright, what's the effect of this?
So...
You have to remind me what all Alex does.
Yeah, I'm reminding dealing 3 damage per bomb. I rolled... Yeah, so I rolled 2 under there, so... That would be 6 damage.
Yeah, sorry, there's a
So yeah.
big adventure party or something happening.
Oh, you're all good.
Yeah.
They're just fucking going crazy watching this truck get pulverized.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex roll bombs under car. Kills the bombs under car, and
So you're blowing up the truck for 6 damage?
yeah, 6 damage, and I have given my allies bombs, so their actions become way more effective if they choose to employ them.
Yep. Alright, is that your turn?
Does that give me any red stat?
It's based on cool stuff, right?
It's based on it. It's vaguely how much I help people. If I help
I'll say
people, it's around 3. So
I'll say 2 because it was just a standard giving out the bombs.
Yeah.
But is that your turn?
Yeah. That'll be my turn. Yeah, Alex is doesn't have action economy when they start combat. It's throughout a session they go. So that's me for that.
No problem. Yura is going to use a bonus action to use one of her ninja tools. She's going to sharpen her katana with the whetstone. She does successfully. That will give the next roll she makes a bonus. She is then going to shuriken the truck. That's good enough. She hits the truck. The shuriken thuds into the side of its door, and then she rushes up with her katana for a follow-up attack. In fact, 2 follow-up attacks actually. Yes. One of them misses, but the other one will slash into the metal just fine. It looks like she's taking out a bit of anger, most certainly here. She's going to throw one final shuriken to end the combo. Yeah. Let me set her stamina. What should we actually? Yep, she is carving into this thing, no problem. Just executing the same sorts of combos and techniques you saw earlier, but now on something that cannot fight back. Mila, she's just gonna walk up and try to punch the windows out. Yeah, her massive gauntlet fires into this thing and blasts the door. The door basically inwards off its hinges. And that bomb will make it more effective, right?
Mm-hmm. If she chooses to use it, let me double check the flavor text.
She'll use it.
The attack's damage is increased by +2 per bomb used, or +3 to use, or +3 to the roll. So
yeah,
so
she'll
I
use it
imagine
to
you want
up
to
the
do
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
She
8
smirks
damage.
a bit at the extra explosive kick that attack carried behind it. Kai.
Alright. I'm pretty sure, given my plan, I think this is gonna take like 3 turns of setup, I think, to properly get what I want for Kai to try and do for Kai. So this is gonna take a bit. But turn 1 is pretty simple. We're gonna go up. We're gonna bonus action do the thing. Get myself that bump. And we are just going to start with a basic. Just hit the thing a few times.
Oh boy, yet another 20 in there as well.
Another 20 in there. Let's see the stacks it applies. May I request, instead of the 20 dealing extra damage, it does an extra D2 of Ember stacks?
Sure. That is just fine by me.
Rolling bad. So that is 5 Ember stacks on it. And that is it for turn.
Right. And how much damage? 9?
That would be 9 damage.
Gotcha.
So that is turn 1 of setup, as it now has 5 Ember stacks.
Yep. Let me do that, and then let me put on those Ember stacks. Yep, over there, obviously. And we go to Sora.
Alright, well, sorry, I think Sora's probably just gonna start off with, probably just using her, once per combat, considering, might as well rack up the damage here, up to you.
You're in parking pain, sorry to hear, Soleil. Yeah, that'll work, because there's nothing really of resisting this, so I'd say that's enough to at least set it up, yeah.
Alright, I have radius. This is how big it's normally supposed to be.
Yep.
Right, my psychic slivers. Myself. And my other guys will join in.
Oh boy. Yep.
And because I didn't desummon them, I could have. I thought, oh, but wouldn't it be cheeky if I saved them?
Wouldn't it be
And
quite funny?
and I'll just summon a Reaver Sliver, which I also got another one. Because the world is cruel sometimes.
Yeah.
The world is cruel. I'll make it the same size, same color.
Alright.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all just going to attack.
Alright.
That's it. That's them.
Yup, they all start just ripping and tearing into this thing successfully.
Now, each successful hit should be 4 damage.
Oh boy, well,
And that'll be my
quite a few successful hits, in fact. So it's going to be taking a lot.
Oh,
And, now there's nothing to, get rid of them or anything. So, they're definitely going to be quite dangerous. But now we're back to Alex.
Oh my goodness, it's my turn again already. Let me think.
Yeah.
You know what?
No enemies this time.
Just more bombs. More bombs.
More bombs,
first,
please.
Alex is gonna be like, wait up! Alright, next to you. That's one.
Also, are we competing, by the way, for damage?
No, not really. This is
alright.
just for... Because I know on the thing it said that you could compete for damage, but considering that, Alex didn't really want to and more just wanted to get some exercise, take their energy out, instead what I'm saying is just Alex is going to get the rewards the rest of you already are going to, because Alex just didn't get to skirmish earlier. Basically.
Alright.
Yeah.
In that case, I just bring it up because that means that you'd also get the benefits from swords.
Nice.
This is getting your powers to you. So plus 2 damage, plus 2 movement, and plus 2 hit.
So that's a 6.
Yep, so it's a 6.
Nice. Let's roll the 1d4. Roll 1d4. Alright, this is gonna be like a 1 or something. Okay, close enough. Gonna hand Milo the bomb. Roll the other one under the car. Explode.
Explosion!
Yeah, that's 3 damage.
Alright.
So I got, like,
Is
one
that
more stat
including
for helping out
sliver
Milo.
bonuses?
Oh, no, that is not including sliver bonuses. That is 5 damage.
Gotcha. Then yeah, you explode the car even more. It's starting to rock back and forth a little bit.
Do I get a red stat?
Yeah, you get a red stat.
Okay, thank you.
And then we'll go back to Yura again, if that is your turn.
I mean, yeah, it's my turn. Again, I don't do much. Unless Alex, builds up a lot, so.
Yura's gonna try to build up to doing her Blade Rush attack, which she, cannot do willingly, of course, so she's gonna start with a katana attack. That'll do some damage. I'll keep track of that in my head. She's gonna do her standard full combo of katana, shuriken, katana. Yeah, that'll do it. So she manages to successfully thud another shuriken into the side of the truck, then slash 2 more times, and then
Rapidly sheathing her sword and falling to her crouch, she then dashes through the truck. And does okay. She doesn't completely sever it in half or anything, but she does manage to put a sizable slash through its tires and trunk. Yeah. Spend all these things for that. And the truck will then take a nice, clean 27 damage. Then we go back to Mila. You know what? Mila's gonna test out her strength by hopping up over onto this pillar, and she's gonna start doing a fully charged hyperkinetic punch again. If it rolls.
It did. At least for me.
Oh, it did? Alright, well, it's just
It was a 14.
doing itself for me. There we go. Yep, 14. Yep, so she's going to start charging that up. Take her toss. Now we go to Kai.
Alright. Kai setup turn number 2. First I'm going to upkeep. And then what we're going to do is we are going to... double checking my brain. Yeah, okay. We're going to spend 1 stamina as a swift action, switch to S-Dock. We are going to main action. How many were there? I'm going to use the minimum required in order to set up the possibility of the combo I have in mind. So it's going to be 9 stamina. I'm spending to increase the car's Ember stacks to 14.
Gotcha. I will put that up to 14.
Yep. And last thing for this turn, bonus action, activating Symbol of Wrath.
Gotcha.
You
begin ascending.
I begin ascending. Let me swap to the correct. We use this one. Boop. There we go. And yeah, that is setup turn number 2. That is my turn done.
All right, Sora.
Alrighty. First of all, alright. Roll for new sniver. Skill no rares, that's fine. Should be rare. That's a fun one, not useful this combat. Alright. Well. I'm gonna, first of all, have the Reaver Sliver on shoot. Actually, a little bit. So, I guess here. I basically just want to be on the other side so that we count as flanking, so I get more shards.
Yeah.
I get a shard. And then.
No problem.
Should I summon any guys before I start going? No, none of these guys really amp my damage, and I don't feel like just spamming in the field. And so, yeah, Sora, you know what? Sora will join in. It'll just be 6 just stabbing. They're all just gonna start stabbing this car. Those are 4 damage attacks, and that'll be her turn.
Gotcha. How many 4 damage attacks exactly? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 6? Gotcha.
Yep, because there's the 2 Reaver Slivers, Skilled Sliver, 2 Psychic Slivers, and then Sora herself is just using her action to stab.
Alright. That will do a hefty chunk of damage once again. It is just, you are effectively just dismantling this thing with your swarm of slivers. Back to Alex once again.
Alrighty.
I think we'll go 2 more rounds and then call it.
Alright, good. That's the amount of time I need to do my thing. So,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. Low red stat. We're trying to destroy this car. Bombs. Like,
Bombs?
bombs away, you know?
Oh, that's a 1 though.
That's the one though. Let me pull up the upgrade to remind myself of what happens.
I think there's
So I know-
something
I
where you
know-
always get at least 1 bomb or something.
Yeah, I always get at least one. Yeah, I get 1 bomb. But yeah, whatever. Yeah. Alright. I'll try to use this. Rolls it under the car. Yeah. So there's that. Roll 1d4.
It'll do it.
On a 4. On a 4 it
Do it.
explodes. It won't, no. It
Okay.
doesn't explode unless I roll a 4 on this.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go.
So it explodes.
Yeah. Explodes for 3 damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, actually for 5 damage, because slivers are very cool. So
Gotcha.
yeah. The 1d4 there is like, oh yeah, whoever's holding the bomb has to roll 1d4 whenever they do anything, or else it will explode, but if they try to get it to explode, it only has a 1d4 chance, so... Fun design philosophy, but I lucked out there, you know? So, that's me!
Gotcha. Yura is, now that she's slashed through it, she momentarily gathers herself before she suddenly leaps all the way up into the air with her swiftest shadow passive, a good 6 spaces, and then is going to try to do the No More Heroes Henry technique of just simply falling down into it and slicing across its entire, like, hood. I believe... yep, that will make it good damage. So yep. Yep, she lands, very much directly on top of the hood, effectively just slicing it clean off as she does so. Apply that damage. Very slowly. Mila is going to wait and continue charging, so go ahead.
alright. Last turn of setup. And this turn of setup is going to be a little bit simpler. Let me pay all my upkeeps. And then we are going to, last but not least, we're just gonna do one simple thing, which is we are going to set up with summon swords. I rolled minimum on number of swords. Oh well, that's fine. Theoretically speaking, if I wanted another turn of setup, I could set up more swords, but I don't think that'll be necessary.
Yeah, afraid not.
But yeah, no, so I just have the 3, and that's more than fine. We'll just mark it with this funny sword icon. And then we'll just move over so we're in the Sora aura for the sliver damage boost. For next turn, as I'm going to end my turn there.
Alright, we go to Sora.
Alrighty. I believe I don't actually make get to draw new slivers. I haven't expended any of mine. So that's fine. You know what? What if we just keep ganging up on them? What if we just? I'm just gonna do 6 attacks.
I just want to talk to him.
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
One of them crits.
an uproar of metal clanging fills this entire area, potentially scaring more of the sardines in the river, even more so, as the reavers and other slivers of all kinds just keep tearing into this thing. That crit will make up for the miss, which means doing quite a lot.
Yep. And that will be my turn.
Yeah. In this specific scenario, this is sort of vibe.
Yeah. Usually it's like, yeah, because usually you have to contend with, the enemy might want to kill the slivers to give you the damage bonuses, the roll bonuses, but it's a car, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Final round. We go to Alex again.
Bombs.
I'm gonna bomb.
So I cast bomb.
This one is 12. Roll 1d4 acceleration. Alright. You know what? I'm going to expend 3 of those bombs, but hey, Kai, just so you can go a little more crazy and stupid, take the other 2.
Oh boy, I get 2 bombs for more damage.
Yeah. And I'm gonna roll a 1d20 to explode all 3 of those bombs. Dealing 5
Alrighty.
damage each, 15 damage total. Let's go.
You do, in
Boom,
fact,
boom, boom,
explode
okay.
those bombs. You're being lifted into the air somewhat as the car is engulfed in flames and launched somewhat into the air.
Ah, nice.
And is that it for you?
That's it for me, dog.
All right. You're now that the car's up in the air, will teleport back down again, and as the moment it lands, do her standard katana shuriken katana, as I'm sure you're all very well familiar with at this point. Oh, but one of those the shuriken unfortunately missed. There isn't too much of the car left to hit at this point, just a jagged metal frame. But she still has a little damage with her sword, gritting her teeth furiously. And then Myla, having now charged for 10 extra turns, her gauntlet literally vibrating, humming in the air with how much she has overcharged it, now flies forward, past these slivers, slamming everything she has into the truck. It is going to take, let me see, so with spending that, and plus that, yeah, it's gonna take a full 23 damage.
Ooh. Chunky.
And basically, it's already loose and crumpled at this point. It goes flying up through the air into this building, slamming against the windows and cracking them as she does so. And that is going to net her that much kinetic force. And you all see, as you saw before, her gauntlets are sparkling and sizzling with energy, almost making Lila's entire body just glow and hum with force at this point. And yet still even that is probably going to pale in comparison to whatever Kai is about to do to this thing.
Alright. It's time. So it's time for the funny. So we're going to approach. And just so I know for numbers, what is the current damage bonus from Sliver?
It's +2.
Okay, currently +2, plus 2 from Wrathform. Let me pay my upkeep. And so here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to start by spending 1 stamina, swift action to switch weapons back to the gauntlets, which activates one of my swords. So I will go ahead and roll the S-Stock basic attack. And that is plus 4 damage, so that's 10.
Alright, 10 damage.
And then, after that, we are going to go ahead and do, use my funny ability, Holy Rush, as Kai just runs in, fucking fists blazing. Which is going to be, let me spend the stamina on for that, and that is, with the plus 4, that is 14 plus another 14 damage.
Yeah, alright.
And then because that was an action, that is going to spend another sword. So I'll roll for that. It's another 10. And last but not least, because it has 14 Ember Stacks, I can do this as a bonus action, as Kai is then going to leap up, landing basically on top of the car, smashing down with a Crack the Earth.
Oh yeah.
Which is...
Slam into this crumpled bit of metal.
Which that is another 14 damage, plus the stacks, the Ember Stacks currently on it, burn up as it bursts into flame, taking another 7 after that.
Gotcha.
And then that is a bonus action, so that triggers the last sword.
Alright.
As it takes another 10. And also, throughout the process of that, triggering the 2 bombs from Alex. I don't know how much damage those are, but,
That's plus 2 for each bomb.
so another 4 damage.
Alright. That was, in case you were curious, nearly 75 damage in one turn. This, of course, requiring multiple rounds of setup that you would otherwise have, and the sliver bonus, but hilarious nonetheless. Is that your turn?
That is my turn, yes.
Alright, Sora.
Ready? Donald! So it's going to move up, as will the Psychic Slivers, which cannot exist outside the aura. This one will join.
You can't see the aura, by the way.
Oh, you can't see the aura?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I'm sorry.
No.
I thought I said
I
it
can
could be
fix
visible
that
in
for you.
all tokens.
It's all good.
It's just a 3 range aura. And then in the one boss, the previous skirmish, because I crit, it was 6 range, so it covered the entire field. So it's
Yeah. Well, I clicked on Sora, so I bricked my computer. So you guys just continue making your rolls.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm. Brother. You know what? Okay, let me create some funny slivers just for fun. Because in case this horrid evil beast would try and pull something, I'm going to spend 1 to create the duelist sliver, which would have been great against Yura because it just makes my sliver attacks unparryable. But
that would have been nasty for sure.
Yep, there's an element of randomness intricate in sort of capture. And with that, them all just going to attack.
Well, there are a few misses in there this time, but
Yep.
1, 2,
3, 4 hits, and they're each doing 4 damage still.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And I assume I can throw the bombs, Alex, for additional damage.
Yeah, you can expend the bombs to deal +2 damage per bomb spent, or add to your roll for +3 for bomb spent. But I imagine you want the damage.
I want the damage.
Yeah, so
Sora will spend her 2 bombs for it. The duelist
Alright.
sliver, or the skilled sliver, will hang on to his because it's funny. Oh, that's my turn.
And with that, now having done a grand total of 278 damage to this poor innocent truck, you guys see that there's pretty much nothing left of it anyway, and you feel like you've gotten your energy nice and expended at this point. Therefore, I will say, thank you guys very much for participating. We'll do combat rewards and then a little wrap-up RP, and then we will be done.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Let me get the vibe track back on quick. And grab you guys some of these. So, because of the activities you guys have done, I'm gonna say the reward levels are 4, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus.
Heck.
If I know anything about college dorms, that was probably a fire alarm. I don't know if we're gonna hear from Zanza for the rest of this.
No. Oh no.
I doubt it's anything serious.
At least
This happens at college dorms like every week.
I know. It's happened before. You know what? Let's just be lucky that at least it was right at the end. We could use Sora's rewards afterwards in that case. Oh, she's been moved over to prop.
So I will know.
was like, yo, your time is up.
Yeah.
Activate the fucking incinerator.
Yeah, so I will note, because of her crits, this technically puts Kai at 100 prof. She will not be classing up yet, but she is there.
God, the number of crits Kai got was actually staggering, dude.
But 4 in total, 2 of them were on basic attacks, so she didn't get prof for those, but...
Yup. Alright. And then, Alex, you taking some prof?
Yeah, I like building up their skills, plus they emphasize that they like expanding upon their creativity and all that stuff. How much prof is it again?
It's 2.
2? I'm at 40 exactly, so...
Well, Soleil is here. I know she's currently playing those games, but,
Yeah.
do you have, Alex's prof stuff, Soleil?
Yeah, hold on, give me a sec. You said you're at what?
40.
40.
Nothing yet.
Tight. Alright.
And I'll give Sansa a minute or two here just to see if maybe it goes away quickly, but... Oh, he's typing, alright. Oh, Sora got something, cool.
Oh, cool.
Takes in surrounding lexical mystical powers and channels that construct and connect code to create a new sliver to incorporate into the hive out of nothing but thought. Very cool. Again, this from the crit earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I don't want to cuck you out of the ending RP, my friend, but if you think this is gonna go for a bit, then we can skip ahead.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks again for hanging out, friend. It was super fun. Just as some last RP then.
Yeah.
Yura and Mila both sheathe or depower their respective weapons.
Well, that felt good at the very least.
Yeah, for sure.
As
Destroying things sometimes can be fun, you know? Like, just
Yeah.
sort of like stands out.
as Kai depowers and her hair goes from its like flaming pink back to her usual neutral black, she just sort of stumbles a bit and sort of sits on the ground and looks very drained. Ah, okay. Well,
Milo
least I know-
offers her a hand.
yeah, she'll take it and get back up. Well, that's good to know roughly how much I can get out. Whew.
All right, this guy was here. She looks to Jim.
Oh, hey, it's Jim. Yeah, I try not to use that too much because it is very draining.
And as you all recuperate yourselves, a new voice suddenly chimes in. Wow, you guys did super awesome there, guys. Destroying that truck, it didn't stand a chance, frankly. That was awesome to watch.
I think I heard of you.
Who is this?
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
I didn't see the person down there. Hello. Were you?
Hi.
I
I'm
apologize.
Moxie Rose Electra. I snuck in. How's it going?
It's good to meet you. Sorry if you're here for the training. We kind of just finished up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I wasn't here for that. She, seems to be kind of hiding something behind her back a bit awkwardly.
Let me
but,
fish for it.
whoa. Whoa there, buddy. Now listen, hands off the merchandise, alright?
Yeah,
She tries to kind of back off and hide it from him.
Kai just sort of turns to Mila and Yura. Is she like another Fight Tower person?
Yes, they both say in unison.
There's a fish on our head.
Yeah. As Moxie turns around away from him, you see she has a video camera behind her back, and she then kind of nonchalantly twirls looking back at you all. Well, listen, you know, I can't help it if I want a little bit of behind the scenes DBA footage now and then. Super secret. You know, don't worry, I'm not gonna put it on anywhere like you wouldn't want your parents to see or anything like that. But still, you guys were super great to watch. Man, that Cynthia is seriously a sourpuss, huh? Man, even more so than when she fought me.
Yeah, a little bit. She'll get over it
probably
eventually.
cut that part out. She taps her chin. But it'd be funny
if you
if
aren't
I
gonna
didn't.
post anywhere, why would? So if you aren't gonna post anywhere, why are you cutting stuff out?
Well, no. Oh, no. I'm definitely putting it up on my website. I'm just saying I'm not gonna put it anywhere like illicit, right? Like I'm not saying like, ooh, I zoomed in on your like feet or whatever or something like that. I'm not fucking. I'm not gross,
I mean,
jeez.
I'm not too bothered. This is like the usual DBA deal, getting recorded against your consent anyways. I'm just kind of used to it.
Exactly, I knew you'd understand. She suddenly appears next to Kai and pats her head.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you
cut the
guys are
Cynthia
fine
part
with it,
out,
I don't really mind, Mila says.
I mean,
yeah, if you cut out the Cynthia part, it should be fine.
It'd be really funny if you didn't, though, Euro says, smirking slightly.
alright, come.
That'd be like a bummer.
What?
Though.
Yeah, like
It's
here's the
just-
thing. What if Cynthia like looks at your website though? Like I don't know if she does, but if she does, I feel like that would be a step backwards in her process.
That's true. I'll cut it out, don't worry. She gives a genuine smile of like, yeah, I'm not that scummy, before teleporting back over here. Anyway, if any of you guys want some food or anything after that, I've been interested in trying out that bar and grill this building apparently has. So, you know.
Ooh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Kai like Yeah, the DBA bar and grill is
D-bag, Alex says.
I was
it,
Alex. She puts her hands on their shoulders. You don't know how badly I was hoping that is how you guys actually abbreviate it.
the bar and grill has a lot of good stuff.
You've changed my life.
It's a good place to go. And honestly, I'm after all that, I'm kind of starving.
Hell yeah. Yura has looked kind of off-put by Moxie, the announcer of the place she goes to sometimes, and of a place where she definitely doesn't like being here, but at the prospect of being fed food that she doesn't have to pay for, she at least seems willing to put up with it. But with that, if either of you guys have anything else you want to say real quick, then go ahead, but after that, we'll wrap things up. No?
Nope.
We good to go?
No, good to go.
Alright.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, once again, thank you guys so very much for playing. Sucks a couple people had to duck out early, but that's fine. And thank you to all of our fans out there for watching as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of unorthodox data bounty. Might do more in the future, might not, we'll see.
Yeah.
If you guys did enjoy it, and you want to know when, where, how, why, you can check out more of the content we do, both from Data Bounties and the mainline series of DBA, as well as many other things. You can join our Discord server, Fine Dining.
Whoa.
Link posted
Link.
by someone, I presume.
Pink loasted.
Pink?
Link.
No one's posted it yet. I can post it. Yes, hi.
Please do,
Sorry.
thank you.
Please do.
Sorry for Soleil being a fucking, you know.
I went up to go
So-
to the bathroom.
sorry,
I'm not
she's-
involved here.
Wow, yeah.
She's too distracted by those games, guys.
How dare Soleil not post the link in a thing she's not even involved with?
How fucking dare
And I just did anyway.
Yeah, well, you
I
know,
did it.
well, you heard it here first. Soleil is not at all involved with Fine Dining in any way. If you want to see more of her, don't go there.
Yeah, definitely don't go there. She definitely isn't in the middle of running a very cool story arc right now. So,
That's very big, experimental, and
Thank goodness.
expansive, and has a lot of moving parts.
yeah.
and
It
it's
was
very
super
cool.
ambitious, fucking awesome, frankly. Yeah.
Nope.
Uh,
None
but-
of that's happening.
but all that being said, thank you guys once again. And we'll see you next time, everybody.
Goodbye.
What?